you'll pretend to be asleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another episode of Talking Madness. Once again, your four hosts for tonight are myself, Nathan Lewis, Aaron Davies, Dale Richardson, and Lee Simmonds. Lads, how are we doing this week?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Yeah, really good, mate. Thank you. Yourself?
Excellent. I'm very well, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have another special guest joining us for this week's episode. And ladies and gentlemen, that is none other than the man himself, Jimmy Vice.
Woo!
What do you think of that, guys?
Hey.
That is exciting. Former heavyweight champ, the man with the lollipops, Sugar Jimmy Vice. I'm excited to see him.
Sorry, guys.
And
I thought we had...
is exceptional.
Exceptional, that is it. It means this is going to be an exceptional Talking Madness, I guess.
I got the wrong memo.
Why? Who did you get?
I thought we had Miami Vice.
Not Miami Vice.
Miami
Mate, I had like Tubbs and Crockett stuff, mate. That's ruined it.
What, like the TV? What, like the TV show Miami Vice?
I thought we had Don Johnson coming on.
I have no idea who that is.
Don Johnson.
Sorry.
Well, that's good because I've never really watched it, so it's all right.
What, Miami Vice? You never watched Miami Vice?
Not really.
Oh wow.
You look a bit tired, mate. Why? Why do you look tired?
Who, me?
Who?
Nath, you're looking a bit tired. You got some bags under your eyes there. Why are you looking tired?
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is that because
no,
Nathan's
play that's the question now.
girlfriend?
I just clicked while you asked that question.
I'm trying to move it along, mate. It's because we were up last night watching the boxing, yes? Jesus Christ, come on, mate. Fuck's sake.
Yes, that's
trying to
correct.
make it organic. I'm trying to make it smooth, but you've just ruined it. Right.
Absolutely ruined it there, Lee. Mate.
Lee, you look tired, mate. You've been up all night.
No, I didn't watch the boxing. Nate, did you?
Oh, right. Nathan,
hang on.
Be serious. Did you watch the boxing last night?
Yeah, I did watch the boxing last night. There's the reason why I'm tired. It's because I watched the boxing.
Is that the only reason why you're tired?
You know what? We just can't get professionals, can we?
No, that is correct, Lee. I did watch the boxing last night. So whilst we're talking about boxing, let us know, people, if you did watch the Mike Tyson versus Jojo. Mike Tyson fight. Don't know, I lost the name in my head then. If you watched the Mike Tyson fight, let us know. Tell us what you thought of the fight. Tell us what you thought of the undercard if you watched the undercard. Because obviously I want to see what you guys thought of the boxing match. But I want to ask a question to people as well. Obviously, one of the fights on the undercard was Jake Paul versus Nathan Robinson, right? And obviously Jake Paul's a YouTuber who's obviously had his second boxing fight now. His brother boxed as well, boxed KSI from the UK. There's a rumour that he's meant to be boxing Mayweather. My question is to people, what's people's opinion on these YouTubers that are now boxing or taking up boxing or getting these boxing shows?
But me, personally, I reckon if they take it seriously and, pay the respect that sorry, my dog's just wants to get in on this. If they take it seriously and pay the sport the respect it deserves, then, fair enough. But if they're just using it to get their YouTube status up there, then just don't. And, don't call out people like Mayweather and because you're going to get your fucking nose put the other side of your head, mate. You know what I mean?
So if you call somebody out, you reckon the fight will happen?
No, but these YouTubers have like 40 plus million subscribers and viewers and stuff. So money. They bring that money in. So for example, Jake Paul last night called out Conor McGregor for a fight. And if in theory, like that fight could go ahead, Conor McGregor's got millions of fans, known worldwide. He's an entertainer, and Jake Paul's a YouTuber who's got millions of fans. He'll bring in numbers as well. It will make money. So business-wise, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I can see it making money. It's just I hope, like boxing. I love boxing, and it's a sport that needs to be shown the respect that it deserves. And as long as they're doing that, I don't really see a problem with it myself.
But it's like last night's show though. Last night wasn't really just boxing. Like if you actually watch unfortunately, if you watch the British version recording or the British stream of it, it was probably a bit more boring than the American stream. But the American stream, it was amazing. It was like a proper show. It was like proper sport, entertainment, and boxing together. It had live singing performances. They made it a whole entire show rather than just being about boxing, which I thought was more interesting and made it a bit more like entertaining to watch. And you really invested then because you kept awake watching it, really. So I know, again, people watching us on YouTube right now, thank you for watching us. If you've got any comments about the boxing, what you thought about the boxing, if you've got anything to say about what your opinion on YouTubers boxing, anything like that, please drop a question there or comment, and Aaron will be reading them out tonight.
Definitely. With Ricky Hewitt's online.
Hi,
Yes, Ricky.
Hello.
Thank you.
We've got Martin's there, one of our dedicated followers.
Yes, Martin.
And so we're talking about the boxing. Let's get down to it. Let's talk about boxing, YouTube, boxing, blah, blah, blah. Let's get it happening. Nathan, what do you say, me and you in a boxing match?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Stop trying to promote. No, we're not fighting each other. Shut up.
Please.
Shut up.
Please.
No, last night was the best thing about last night, right? I remember messaging a certain person when it happened. We were watching it, and they had Wiz
Khalifa
come out to perform a song. Right? It's just been a boxing fight already, yeah. So they've already started boxing, yeah. And the performance is like, here's the ring. Like, say for example, you got like the ring's here, and the stage of singing is like over here. Okay, so they're in the same room, and they've got boxing going on. Out of nowhere, Wiz Khalifa pulls out this massive joint and just starts smoking weed live on the TV. And I was like, only in America can you get away with
Pro Wrestling's just
at a sporting event like boxing.
COD Pro Wrestling just said that.
And guess what? One of their sponsors was Weed Maps as well, which is a company in America which helps you to find the best local weed.
Because isn't it
one day in this country?
Isn't Jay-Z part of a company now that to do with weed as well? Because obviously now in some parts of America it's legalized, and I think Jay-Z's got I swear it's Jay-Z or so has got a shares in the company that and he's bringing in other rap stars to promote it. But let's not get off the subject, Nathan. Me and you in a boxing match. Let's see what the rest of the YouTubers say.
I mean, they can do what they say, but unfortunately, you're super heavyweight and I'm heavyweight.
Oh, get out of it, mate. Don't make no difference. If we're going to talk about it, like what Lee just told me about how you got sparked out by Marcel, you know what I mean? We can go down that road if you want, mate. You know what I mean? Apparently, COD Pro Wrestling says Mike Tyson owns a weed company as well.
Another reason to love Mike Tyson, you know.
Oh, yeah, you got to love Mike Tyson. Tyson Ranch.
No, talking about Mike Tyson, last night he did look really good in the ring. He looked fast.
You don't lose it. You don't lose it.
I'm saying though, mate, he's 54 though. It hasn't boxed for 15 years. And he lost 100 pounds to get into the fight position. But
I saw the videos.
Mate, he was super fast. He looked really good. And even after the match, when they're interviewing him, the guy he fight looked like Roy Jones, absolutely looked knackered, like he was struggling to breathe from all the. Obviously, he had taken a lot of stomach punches off Tyson. But Tyson looked like he'd go another 10 rounds.
One thing is,
So it was a 12-round fight, and Tyson couldn't knock him out. That's basically what you're saying.
No, it was an 8-round fight. They weren't allowed to
I
really
don't know
knock
how
each
many
other
it was,
out.
though.
They weren't allowed to knock each other out, really.
Why?
They put the rules in place. It was an exhibition. They weren't allowed. There was no judges, official judges, and they weren't allowed to. They weren't allowed to knock each other out. And the first sign of blood, they would have stopped the fight. So the first time someone got cut. So
Right.
you would
So
have
wasn't really a proper boxing match then?
No, it weren't. That's what I don't get.
It was an exhibition.
Yeah.
Right.
Different. It's
Okay.
not, not going full at it to hurt each other. But Jesus Christ, Mike Tyson back in his day, that's what he did, and he was like the best at it. Mike Tyson was incredible. But, just to see
Absolutely
doing this stuff again is amazing. But did you see the thing leading up to it, yeah? With where he had the cake of Roy Jones Jr.'s head and he had the ear. That was brilliant, mate.
I found that funny. I remember seeing that.
So, Cov Pro Wrestling's asked, would you like to see Nathan versus Aaron in a CPW boxing match? Ricky Hewitt has said, hell yeah. Wes Hanley has put, Nathan's a good boxer. I've seen him before. And then somebody's just put, I'll knock that tash right off his face.
You've put, I'll knock the tash right off his face. Why do you have to deny it was you?
And we've also got, it would be an exhibition like Apollo Creed versus Drago.
No, it was.
Ivan Drago?
He's on about last night's fight was an exhibition like Apollo Creed versus Drago. Read it.
Okay.
I'm
reading.
Not quite, because that was quite severe. Apollo went to hospital afterwards. So
Apollo died.
But anyway,
and then died.
Apparently, Wes Hanley wants to see Lee boxing.
I did.
Lee has boxed. I've been in his corner and he won a fight. He won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was there. I'm sure I was there.
Yeah, you was in the corner as well, Dale. I think it was
I'm
me.
sure it was.
It was me, you, Tomby, and Simon, because I think Simon was fighting the same night.
I thought they banned midget fights.
Hey-ho.
Who wants to see Lee versus Hornswoggle in a boxing match?
Mate, Hornswoggle will probably take that booking these days. But yeah, again, people, let us know your opinion on, obviously, like I say, the YouTubers boxing.
Who would you like to see on YouTubers? Your favourite YouTubers to box?
Who are your favourite? I started watching a lot of YouTube recently. I don't know why. It just happened. But I watch those Simon guys and stuff. They're pretty funny.
Simon guys.
Yeah.
Well,
just Simon.
There's a lot of YouTubers out there. No, I watch
Simon.
YouTubers often. My life's got boring.
Just doesn't mean they'd be good boxers, though, does it?
True.
No, this is my point.
No, don't, Dale. It doesn't. No.
Mate, I could do 10 keep-me-ups, but I don't play for the Premiership teams.
Some YouTubers.
I'd like to see you do 10 keep-me-ups, to be fair, Aaron.
I'll show you 10 keep-me-ups, Dale. It's on.
Right, next Sunday, Talking Madness, live, Aaron's going to do 10 keep-me-ups.
Yes.
I ain't got football.
Well, let's talk about this, though, because obviously, like I say, I've been watching a lot of YouTube stuff because of the lockdown, and obviously, recently, the lockdown is coming to an end, and obviously now they've put a tier system in place.
Ridiculous.
Obviously, let's get people's opinions on YouTube of the tier systems, the lockdown, what people have been doing, how people have been coping, what if they've got, has anyone like taken up new things during the lockdown, like a new hobby or learned a new skill, or started watching something new that they didn't normally watch because of it? That's
I completed YouPorn.
I knew it.
Really?
I knew it'd be you.
Just Aaron, move on.
I don't even know what it is, but
we don't need to go into it.
No, don't lie.
Oh.
I have no idea what it is, Lee.
Well, Ricky Hewitt says he's been coping with his PS5, so
I
haven't got one yet. I don't have one yet.
No, me neither.
I'm really sad about it.
Also, Martin has said, I'm still not over Apollo Creed versus Drago.
It's Drago. It's Ivan Drago, not Drago.
All right. Drago. Tomatoes.
It's different, mate. It's Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago.
It's Ivan Drago.
Still sounds like the guy from the Meerkat advert.
Talking about the lockdown, obviously they did the lockdown announcement and then the tier system announcement. And obviously, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, it meant that our Xmas Tidings show on December the 5th was unfortunately cancelled.
Disgusting. Not cancelled. Do you know what? I'm sorry, can I just put in here? What disgusts me is Boris Johnson, yeah? All them up down in London, right? That's where the money is. He keeps all that open, yeah? The highest rates is down there. He's thrown Coventry and Warwickshire in with places like Solihull and Birmingham. Disgusting.
Well,
do you know why? Because we ain't got their money up here. That's what
Aaron,
it is.
I can appreciate your frustration. However, it was mentioned earlier there's going to be a big announcement on this show, and I have that big announcement right now.
Oh, what is it?
Let's go, Dave. Let's go.
So obviously, it was with great sadness that our Xmas Tidings show on December the 5th was cancelled. However, next Friday, December the 4th, Xmas Tidings will be streaming live on pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
Now, listen up.
I'm listening.
Starting from tomorrow at 5 p.m, people can buy the pay-per-view to be watching it live on Friday, the 4th of December. Now,
where do we go to get that?
The Xmas Tidings match the Xmas Tidings show will still feature the CPW prison, and it will still feature the coffin match.
Oh, joking. Awesome.
Okay. It will also have stars on there, such as Will Starr, Cat Von Cage, obviously Tomby, Cleo, Morris. All your regulars will be available to be watched live on pay-per-view on Friday, the 4th of December. Now, the pay-per-view will be costing £5. Okay. You can go on the CPW website to buy the pay-per-view. To buy the pay-per-view for the Patreon to watch the CPW Xmas Tidings on December the 4th.
You can purchase it tomorrow. Is that correct, Dave?
Yeah, starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. For those who already have on demand, obviously, you could still buy the pay-per-view on Friday the 4th because it won't be released until later on demand until around about the 11th of December. So obviously we don't want to be waiting that long to watch what will be one hell of a show on Friday, December the 4th.
Oh, yes.
The start time will be at around about 8 p.m. The pay-per-view will be starting live for Xmas Tidings. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the big announcement that you are not missing out on Xmas Tidings this year, because it will be on pay-per-view on Friday, the 4th of December.
Wow.
There we go, lads.
Everyone, make sure you book it. You know, we're all gutted we can't actually be there with you in front of the CPW Galaxy. But you know us, we'll do everything we can to bring you an amazing show any way we can. Whether we come and do it in your back garden or whether we do it streaming, it doesn't matter where we are. We're going to wrestle for you. We're going to put on an amazing show for you no matter what we're doing.
Absolutely. I echo what he just said. We will do our ultimate, as we always have done, to entertain the CPW Galaxy. So get on there tomorrow, 5 p.m, and book that pay-per-view.
Yeah, get it. Pay for it now. Well, don't pay for it now because you can't. Pay for it from 5 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure you get it. Don't miss out on that pay-per-view, because you don't want to hear people talking about it or hearing about results because you haven't seen it. The worst thing you want to do. And Dal doesn't always watch. Dal doesn't always watch pay-per-views live.
No,
No,
And then someone leaks a spoiler and he goes mad on a rampage.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It will spoil you for spoilers, definitely.
So obviously, not long now until our guest joins us, Jimmy Vice. Looking forward to that. The exception.
Definitely.
But I want to talk about a bit of sad news this week. There's been a lot of sad news this week. I'm not going to bring some downs on it. We're going to bring it back up. Don't worry, guys. But obviously, for those who, I mean, if you don't know, I'm not sure where you've been all week. But obviously, you know, this week was a sad passing of what some people refer to as one of the greatest footballers of all time. Sadly, Diego Maradona passed away this year, or this week, shall I say. You know, was one of the greats, in my opinion. He did, you know, some people who are English and British have never lived down the fact that he did the hand of God. But at the same time, you can't take away how good a footballer he was.
Nah.
So that was obviously really sad news, and obviously our thoughts go to his family in this hard time.
Absolutely.
But obviously, there may be people watching us who remember Diego Maradona in his prime, watching him play football. I want to hear what people's opinions are on Diego Maradona, the footballer, and obviously, you know, if they've got any memorable moments of his. But also, whilst on the subject of what are other who people think are some of the greatest footballers of all time, I'd like to be interested on our fans, people watching Talking Madness, who they think also would put in there as some of the greatest footballers of all time. So you guys, who would you put down as some of the greatest footballers of all time in your opinion?
You, Nathan. I've seen you in goals, mate. I have seen you in goals.
Yeah,
Can we have a
obviously you
vote?
can't.
Can we have a vote? Because he never takes this serious. Can we get rid of him?
Oh, I'm picking you up here. Fine. I'll keep on
You just
after it.
never take it serious, though.
Do you know, actually?
I'm joking.
Just
Go on.
a quick one.
Thank
That
you.
Diego Maradona died the same date as George Best.
Yep.
Did you know that?
I think you put up a post about it, Aaron. Didn't you?
I did. You're right. Yeah, they both died on the same date of the same month. Two of the greatest footballers ever.
But both of them also known for being a bit excessive in some of
Oh,
their.
hell raisers. Hell
Yeah,
raisers.
they enjoyed themselves.
So I'm just going to flip over to YouTube. Ricky Hewitt says Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah, man.
Great
Right.
Right.
quality.
And
Never-
then, go on, sorry, Lee.
Sorry, he never got to see like Maradona in his prime, but definitely like Ronaldo. Remember, like as a kid watching him, and just been like, guy's a magician. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
He glided across the grass.
Yeah, man.
We've also
Well-
got Wes has obviously put Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right.
Dale's reaction then, right?
Okay.
Right.
Dale's,
You
I
know-
don't know who Dale would say the greatest footballer of all time is.
Alan Shearer.
That's going to get out of here.
He's not the greatest footballer of all time. He's a fantastic goal scorer.
Do you know who my hero was? And I only got to see him play once, and it was in a Cov shirt, and it was in a testimonial match, and it was Paul Gascoigne.
Oh yes, that would have been a joy. That would have been good to see.
Yeah. He played in a testimonial match for Dave Boost, who broke his leg playing against Man United. I don't know if you remember that one, Dale.
Yep, he certainly did.
Yeah,
Peter
Lee, do you remember that? Yes. Peter Schmeichel threw up on the side of the pitch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they had a testimonial match for him, and Les Ferdinand turned out for Coventry and Paul Gascoigne. And being a massive Gascoigne fan, seeing him in a Cov shirt was like my all-time fantasy.
Messi's got to be up there as well. Definitely.
So let's do this seriously then. So Aaron, who would you say like maybe top three greatest footballers of all time in your opinion?
So for me, I would have Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah.
I am gonna go for Pele. Not in any order. Not in any order.
Yeah,
This is just
Pele.
Pele. Pele. And then I am going to go for Ronaldinho.
Nice. Lee?
Maradona,
Yeah.
Pele, and Ronaldo.
Which Ronaldo?
Brazilian. Sorry, yeah.
Just gotta
Dale?
make sure.
Well, the thing is, and the thing that I would say is these guys, like you say, Pele and Maradona, how much that they were great footballers. I never really had a chance to see these perform properly.
fine.
So for me to say that they were the greatest footballers of all time, but I never really saw. I know they were good, of course they were good, but how could I say they're the greatest I've ever seen? Because I haven't really seen them because
That's
they didn't really
fine.
play when I was watching.
That's fine.
Dale-
You go with what you are.
So
Dale-
in my view, I'm going to go with people that I've watched
Yeah.
rather than not saying these are people aren't good. I'm talking players that I've watched.
Joey Barton,
Yeah.
Alan Shearer, David James.
Shaka Hislop.
There you go, in that order.
What about Faustino Asprilla?
Hey, you leave Faustino alone.
Right, anyway, go on. Go with yours, Dal.
Right. So I would say, well, you would say definitely say Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
You would say Brazilian Ronaldo because I saw him play and he was a fantastic footballer.
Yeah.
And I would say Lionel Messi.
Nice. So I'm going to do defender, midfielder, striker because I'm
There
weird.
we go.
Never.
Defender-wise, Roberto Carlos. That free kick he scored that time where it went off the pitch pretty much and back in. One of the best free kicks I've ever seen. Midfield, probably someone I used to always like watching, Zinedine Zidane.
Oh yeah, that headbutt.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The headbutt.
Boom!
but yeah, great headbutt. Should have been arrested after he retired. And striker. Don't know. Can't think off my head. Probably like Brazilian Ronaldo. For me, would be the option.
Right.
Well, on YouTube, we got any people putting their top three on YouTube?
We have. So we've got Wes. Let's go back. Wes has put Lineker, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Maldini, is it? That's
Paolo
Maldini. Yeah.
Maldini.
Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Paolo Maldini.
All of his time. Ricky Hewitt's put Ronaldo, Pele, and Messi.
Nice.
Messi.
Right.
So we've Ricky also said the best defender is Paolo Maldini.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Commentary Pro Wrestling wants to know best goalkeeper of all time as well.
Oh,
No, the cat. Nathan the Cat Lewis.
obviously, thinking about goalies straight away as a Cov fan, I've got to think of Oggy straight away.
Wes has done the same. Wes has put Oggy.
I only have one, and I only have one. It's always been the same answer every time. Will never change.
Go on then.
Peter Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel, the greatest keeper of all time.
Great goalie.
Dale, are you going
Right.
for Shaka Hislop?
Unfortunately, not on this occasion. An actual, great goalkeepers, but a goalkeeper that kept Newcastle United up for 10 years, Shay Given.
Shay Given.
Shay Given.
Yeah. The only Irishman not to know where Dublin was, Dale? Remember that one, Do you know that one, Nathan?
It's all right. It knows where Newcastle was. That's what it matters.
So Coventry were playing Newcastle and Dion Dublin ran off the pitch behind Shay Given.
Yeah.
Shay Given dropped the ball onto the floor to kick it out, and Dion Dublin come back on the pitch from behind him, took the ball off him and scored a goal. And it stowed because he was behind play. So the joke was Shay Given's the only Irishman not to know where Dublin was.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
I was there.
I'm going to go with Cov Pro Wrestling because he's beat me to this, and Neville Southall.
Oh, yeah, cheer.
Yeah, he's beat me to this because obviously
He was all right. I think Shay Given was better, but
Martin's gone for Buffon.
Nice.
Ricky Hewitt has gone for Peter Schmeichel too.
Excellent. Great one.
Then do you know what? There's some really good keepers,
So,
There is some good keepers out there, and you can go right back to Gordon Banks with that save against Pele that time.
Lads,
sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt this bit of the conversation. However, it is 9 o'clock, and our guest is ready to join us.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome our guest onto tonight's show. He is the exceptional Jimmy Vice.
Woo!
Here he comes. Jimmy Vice.
Don Johnson.
Yes, Jimmy Vice. How are you doing?
How are we?
Oh, look at that face. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I've dropped my camera now.
Look at the hair.
Don't get too excited.
He's like a lion, any with that big mane.
I thought I'd start with it. Yeah, I thought I'd start with it down, and then we'll see how it goes. I might put it back up in a bit.
He reminds me of a sexier Jimmy Savage.
What?
Robbie Savage.
I was going to say, I wonder where you were going with that.
I meant Robbie Savage.
I will end now, then.
Dear.
Do you remember? He looks like a sexier Robbie Savage right now.
I mean, to be fair, you insulted him calling him Robbie Savage, to be honest.
I know. I mean, who calls something Robbie
That's
Savage?
why I said sexier.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I'd rather the other guy, to be fair.
Oh, God almighty. I can't believe this.
Brilliant.
Oh,
How you been?
You're
how are we all?
Very well, Jimmy. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've just been watching before you introduced me and stuff about the footballers and things. So
okay, let's get yours.
So what do you want? My top three?
Or just top three.
So my top three is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, because I just think he's more proven than Messi. He's gone every league that he's played in. He's been top scorer. He's done it at international level. Messi never has for Argentina. Never done it. Never really sort of produced anything amazing. Whereas Ronaldo has obviously done fantastic things with Portugal. So I always rate him higher. Messi's still up there, obviously, but he's only ever been at Barcelona and only ever had the team built around him, hasn't he? So
yeah.
I'm going to go for Beckham.
I was going to say Beckham, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, just growing up, obviously, he was everything, and then the third one is really, really tough, because there is so many, but I am going to say, oh God, I'm going to say Carlos as well.
Yeah, it's Roberto Carlos.
Yeah. Just for his his ability, his free kick taking, his passion. Yeah, it's just there. And best goalkeeper, I've got to say Peter Schmeichel.
Good shout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's
when
the football.
Sorry, Jimmy. When you talked about Beckham there, that game against Greece where he single-handedly put England through. Yeah. To the, I mean, and was that before or after he'd got the red card where everyone had slated him?
Card, because the red card was in the game afterwards, I think.
Was that
after? The red card was in the World Cup '98.
Wasn't it against France?
No,
he got the red card against Argentina. Diego Simeone got him sent off.
Was it a semi-final or quarter-final?
I think it was a quarter-final. And then everyone was kind of like, oh, Beckham, let's kill Beckham. And then he come back with that. It was the Euros. Is it the Euros, I think?
Don't know.
It was the Euros playoff.
He was captain, wasn't he?
Yeah. And he single-handedly just kept England in that game. And then it was like 89th minute. And then he scored that that free kick. Oh, my days.
It's giving me goosebumps now, you talking about it, to be fair. Yeah. It was amazing, yeah.
I still watch it now.
Martin's confirmed the answer.
Yes, so it's a red card in France '98. Greece goal was qualified for in 2000. That's right, it was.
So
And
2 years
West-
after he'd got death threats and all that sort
Yes.
of crap, he literally redeemed himself.
I remember a pub in Coventry in Bower Green, but actually where our training centre is. They actually done a like effigy of like David Beckham, and they burnt it, like hung it off the pole and burnt it.
Football fans
Really?
are great, aren't they?
Only in Cov. Only in Cov.
No, I imagine there'll be a lot of other places as well. They're all nuts or threads.
Yeah, big time.
But I mean, my footballing knowledge isn't great, to be fair. I was a United fan through and through, so I only focused on who was in the United team. I didn't care who was in any other team. Like, I even went to the point where it was as stupidly as when England played, if a United player didn't score and we scored, I'd celebrate, but I wouldn't really care, because it wasn't a United player. So that's how deep I went at one point. Like it. But then after Fergie left and then they sacked Moyes, I was like, I can't be doing with this. Like, I just fell out of love with football. It just, but it bores me now. I just don't have that passion for it anymore. But
Right.
Here's a question then. We obviously just mentioned Alex Ferguson. Then here's a question for everyone and anyone watching right now. Then, greatest manager of all time.
Oh,
We'll start with our guest, Jimmy Vice. Greatest manager of all time.
but it's Ferguson, isn't it? There's no question. The guy nearly gets sacked, and what a turn of history that would have been if he had have been. So
I've got one for you, Jimmy. Do you know? You say he nearly got sacked.
Yeah.
Do you know the player that kept him his job?
Was it David Beckham?
No, I thought it was Ron Atkinson that helped him keep his job.
No, it was Mark Robbins, now who's the manager of Coventry City, scored in a Cup League game, I believe, and it kept him his job.
I thought it was the FA Cup because they won the FA Cup that year, didn't they? And it basically saved him. Yeah,
it was Coventry manager Mark Robbins.
Oh, okay. I was always under again, like I said, my footballing knowledge isn't great. I know some, but it doesn't go too deep. But
yours, Alex Ferguson. Dale, greatest manager of all time.
Wow, there's
Don't
so many.
Say Shearer.
I mean, but
Kevin Keegan.
I'm going to go for another Sir Bobby Robson.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
Great shout, Dale. Great shout.
Lee.
Well, obviously, being a Coventry City fan, I'm never going to use any example from my own team for any of these questions.
Why not?
Because, let's be fair. But I'm going to say for the most prolific over my life, you're going to have to say Alex Ferguson or Jose Mourinho.
Okay.
Right.
Aaron?
See, now, Lee, that's disappointing because Mark Robbins not only has got Coventry promoted twice on the bounce, but also won the Checker Trade Trophy. But I'm going to go for the greatest manager in Coventry history, Jimmy Hill.
Oh, yeah, big Jimmy.
Nice.
Jimmy Hill.
Mine would be the Peterborough United old manager, Barry Fry.
Big Barry Fry. Barry Fry. Boom.
Barry Fry.
I'll tell you what, I used to find him hilarious. Watching Barry Fry on the sideline was hilarious on a Saturday afternoon. He'd be big bloke running around, shouting his head off. He was hilarious. But no, mine would also be Alex Ferguson.
Wait. Have you seen the film Mike Bassett, England Manager?
Yes.
That's my favourite. I love him. He's quite.
Aaron.
Yes, mate.
Have we got any answers on the YouTube? The YouTube?
The YouTube. Not just YouTube, it's the YouTube.
The YouTube has blown up. We've got Ride Dog online as well. Big Ride Dog's with us tonight. He has come back with He's come back with three players as Ferdinand, Gerrard, and also Cristiano Ronaldo. Wes Hanley's actually said that looks like, was it the hair is on fire when he looks at Jimmy? So he obviously says you're looking good there, Jimmy. What else we got here? Let's go through. Rye Dog saying is Klopp for his favourite manager.
You
Cool.
would say that. Though.
We've got Martin's gone for Ranieri, which obviously that was the manager when Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
Commentary Pro Wrestling has
Leicester.
gone for they've won the league, Dale. Yeah, believe it or not. Commentary Pro Wrestling has gone obviously for Jose Mourinho. We've got Ricky Hewitt's gone for Bill Shankly.
Oh,
Good shout.
Right. Okay, yeah.
And well, Wes Hanley, if you hadn't gone for this, I'd have been disappointed in you. But Wes Hanley's gone for Mark Robbins.
Right.
Wes Hanley, right? I'm not joking. He's the biggest Cov fan that, if I remember rightly, when Harrison was born and he was probably like months old, Wes got him a season ticket.
Right.
Do you know how I know? Do you know how I know this? Because I borrowed it once to get into the Cov ground.
You
What,
rebel.
Harrison's season ticket?
How on earth did you pass for like a 2-month-old baby?
Mate, have you seen?
Did Wes have to carry you in like under a blanket and stuff? Yeah, he was a
attached me
big
to the
boy.
front-
Yeah, he was a
He
big
attached
boy.
me to the front of him, you know, like out of
Yeah, he's developed quick. This boy has. He's developed quick.
shave my head, put a
What,
nappy
like-
on me, mate.
What like
Yeah, but that's just a normal Saturday for you, isn't it? As
That is actually, that is, mate. Yeah.
like Robin Williams' film Jack.
Yes, I was going to say that. Yeah, Jack.
What a
What
good
a
film! I watched
film.
that the other day.
I watched that the
Actually,
other day. I watched that the other
Yeah.
day. Amazing.
Yeah, what a film.
And I
What
watched
a great film.
and I watched his Patch Adams.
do you know what?
I haven't
put on.
seen
Yeah,
that.
good film.
Mate,
I put
that plays with your emotions, that Patch Adams. Oh,
I put Jack on for my kids, and my wife won't watch it because it makes her cry.
Never
She
seen
refused
it.
to watch it.
I noticed this with Robin Williams. I don't know if anyone else noticed before. Obviously, he's done a lot of amazing films, right? But he's also done a lot. Obviously, most of his films are comedies, right? But anyone noticed that even though he does comedy films, they all have like a really deep meaning and actually get you really
yeah.
emotional. Like Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire, that's got emotion in it because it's about like a dad and kid.
I hated his wife in that film. Hated her.
Yeah, you want to
Like
slap
she
her.
was horrible. Like
Yeah, big time.
just
Patch
like I
Adams,
mean,
Jack. Even
have you seen the one where he's? Have you seen the one where he's a school teacher and his lad obviously has the noose around his neck? Yeah, I don't know whether we can mention that on here. I didn't really ask the
Which
Don't
previous
worry
one
about
is that?
it.
Is that?
Yeah,
is
you
that
did.
Yeah, he it's like that strangulation while masturbating, isn't it? And his son passes away. But he basically unhooks him and hangs him in his closet and writes out a suicide note. But the whole film is about him as a teacher, and everyone's coming to him and like mourning this lad who was like, he was a bit of a loner. And so obviously the whole film's basically, again, give me goosebumps because it's
That's
really
is that the Dead Poets Society?
I don't know.
think it might be
It was
Dead Poets
years
Society.
and years ago. I'll give it a quick Google now.
I'm pretty sure it is Dead Poets Society. I've just got it up now.
But obviously
have a
my
I like Hook. I like that film, Hook.
oh yeah, great film.
You gotta love Hook. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And Flubber.
No, it's
Flubber.
not.
That's what we do every day.
It's not that one.
Flubber, yeah.
World's Greatest Dad, it's called.
Oh, okay.
I've never watched
2009.
it. I've not watched
No,
it.
I've not
Jimmy.
seen that one then.
What about Good Morning Vietnam?
Oh, that's a great film. Yeah.
You know, I've never seen it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
shouted it so many times, but
Which
I've
one?
never watched it.
Which one?
Good
Morning, Vietnam.
Great
I wouldn't
film.
shouted it at 7:30 on
Brilliant.
a karate training weekend. We'd all been drinking the night before, and I come bursting out my chalet, and I was like, I shouted it top of my lungs. Yeah, I had to do like 100 press-ups on the beach, but it was so worth it.
Brilliant.
No, but Robert Williams, I thought, I don't know what I did the other day. I was just like, I was just wanting to watch some films. I was like, oh, I'll watch a Robert Williams film. Then I ended up watching like 4 or 5 in a row because they're just so good. Because he's
Yeah,
amazing.
they are great.
Guy's
They
a
are
genius. Guy's a genius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we got anything else on the YouTube before we move
Yeah.
on to our first topic for the evening with Dale?
So
Richardson?
I've put out there like asking guys, you know, Robin Williams films. We've got one back. Wes Hanley's gone for Good Morning Vietnam. He then the Mike
He's on
Skinner
it tonight, isn't he, old Wes? He's
Wes loves
proper on
it.
Loves it, Wes.
We love Wes though. We do love Wes.
I
just
mean, not
any
so
money.
much. He's not so much of a fan. So you know,
I bet,
we'll,
I bet you any money he's sat in his bar that he's made watching this.
love it.
About 180.
That one.
That one, yes.
It is an impressive bar.
It is, isn't it? What else we got? We've got Skinner. Skinner says Mrs. Doubtfire.
I love that film.
It is a
Skinner.
great film.
Amazing film.
Martin has proper come out of left field with Aladdin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Aladdin,
Yeah,
yes.
he did Aladdin.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because you don't. Although he did the voiceover, you never really see that as him acting. Like it is because he still obviously he touches on it in Doubtfire, doesn't he? Where he's doing the voiceovers at the start.
Yeah.
But it's you never really sort of deem them as acting when they're doing a voiceover because you can't.
No, you
see
can't
them,
picture
you can only
them.
hear them.
Yeah,
But obviously, a lot of work goes into it. Probably more than actually acting a scene out, isn't it? Because you've got to put yourself in that situation when you're reading and like timing
Definitely.
and everything, isn't it? But yeah,
so
But also
well,
with a voiceover, you still got to get the emotion through the character without seeing.
course you have.
yeah, definitely.
Great
so
job.
we've also online Jim Trabret has joined us. Evening, Jim.
Yes, Jim.
Yes, Jim.
One of our own. Wes Hanley went good singer too. Loved the song Millennium.
Oh god,
Different Robin Williams, mate.
Wah,
Different
wah,
one.
wah.
Right.
But he
Okay.
also says Wes says he
down
has Wes says he has a Jimmy Vice hat, so that makes him a fan.
Yes, he does. To be fair, yes, he does.
What else we got? Ricky Hewitt has gone for Jumanji.
Oh,
Oh,
great
yes.
film.
Brilliant.
Yes. What else we've got? Mike Skinner's gone for 1 hour photo.
Never
Which he
seen
plays
it.
Watched it.
He plays that
Haven't
weird,
seen it.
creepy guy, don't he?
He photographs women and follows around and makes the photos, but he's basically a stalker. But
Yeah, he's a bit weird.
it's really weird.
Ride Dog,
funny.
obviously, Ride Dog's still a little puppy, so he don't really know who Robin Williams is.
Oh, that's sad.
So he's
Yeah.
just gone for, I like the films Legend and The Gentleman. They're my favourite films.
Right, okay.
Fair play to him. He's like, I don't know who this old Corona is. I'm just going to tell you who I like. So fair
Well,
play
good.
to him.
Good lad,
Right,
Roy Dog.
Today's are great films, but
They're
not
good
really
films.
what we
Yeah, he needs a Robbie Williams day, man. He
Yes.
definitely needs it.
Yeah, good.
Right on, ask your dad, he'll sort you out.
Ride Dog says, I thought he was a singer. Bless that little puppy dog.
Aaron, before we move on, are we
Yes.
sure we've not missed anything? Or there's nothing else?
No. I'm
sure.
I'm going to go back. You're going to tell me off here somewhere, ain't you? You are. I know you are.
Have we not been asked to do anything? Or is there nothing coming?
Oh, yeah. Can you all do the Ride Dog woof?
Okay. I don't know.
What?
I don't know
What?
what that is. I really don't know what that is.
Just
So-
Right
it's
dog
basically, is Coventry Pro Wrestling just want us all to bark like dogs? Is that what they're asking?
No, this is just the same as Vince getting everyone to kiss his ass back in the like Attitude Era. It's not happening.
Just walk up and go woof. Like,
yeah,
you got
yeah, woof.
You got to bark as a dog now to get your booking.
They'll go
Like-
ape shit. If I start, my dogs are going to go ape shit. I can't do it.
To be fair, I've me and one of my tag team partner actually have gone back and basically started watching all the pay-per-views from like 85 onwards.
Yeah.
So like NWA and then on to like WWF as it was then. But obviously they're like we've just got to the bit now where $1 Million Man had touched on the challenges that he was doing. And obviously one of them, he got a woman to literally bark like a dog. It was great. It was so, I forgot just how good a character and how good a wrestler like $1 Million Man was. Like, oh yeah, just amazing. But sorry, I digress.
I
from where you were
apologise because actually, whilst we're talking about wrestling, that brings us perfectly onto the the next segment because it doesn't look like anyone's about to. I mean, I just bark like a dog, but
I mean,
do it for the team.
Nathan, I've been with quite a few dogs. Does that count?
Right, let's move on to the first topic and section of the evening with our guest Jimmy Vice. So if you've got any questions for Jimmy Vice, boys and girls watching online, please get them in now. Dale, I'll hand over to you because this is your section. So over to you, Dale, to get us talking about the life and times of Jimmy Vice in wrestling.
This is your life.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
At least you got my name right, unlike Lee that one time at the brewery. That
I'm
it was
sorry.
like he was. I was watching it the other day actually, and like I'd only seen the footage on my phone. I hadn't actually watched the hard cam footage. So obviously I hadn't seen the entrance, and you like obviously quite merry and enjoying that it was a brewery, and it was like Jimmy Sugar, and it was like no.
Sorry, Jimmy, can we just go back? He don't need a brewery to be merry. He just needs a live show. He's beers on sale. He's happy.
Sorry.
Oh,
So, Dan, over to you.
Right. What I've got to say that. Right then, Jimmy. So let's talk a little bit about you and wrestling, shall we?
Let's do that, yeah.
So let's get into Jimmy Vice. So where did Jimmy Vice come from? Where did the name and everything to do with Jimmy Vice, where did that come from?
So that was one of the hardest things for me to get when I first started. I toyed around with a couple of names. I think one was like a play on like Van Damme and stuff, so it was like Van Gilbert, and then there was another one that was like JJ Carter, and I had merch made and everything like ready, and then it just wasn't clicking. And then basically I went and got my because I was my debut was actually a run-in. So obviously I was told by some of the vets that basically go out in something that you wouldn't normally wear as Jamie. So go out and become your character from that moment, so you then can move forward. So I went out and got a pink t-shirt, some like tight jeans, sunglasses, and a grey jacket. And I was having some promo shots done. And it kind of like, I put the glasses on, I had my lollipop, and somebody just walking past the shoot went, bloody hell, that's like Miami Vice, isn't it? And the guy that was going to be my manager at the time went, boom, that's it. He was like, I've got it. And he was like, Sugar Vice. And then he was like, no, that's not enough. And then he was like, because my name's Jamie, my tag partner's Irish. So it always sounds like he's saying Jimmy. So it kind of just all then, like it was like one of them big light bulb moments. So yeah, so that's how that was formed. But yeah, it was difficult. I just couldn't get a name down for love nor money, and then it just all fell in. So
right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Also your move sets. I mean, you've got a couple of, obviously your finishing move. You've got a couple of good moves that you put in. So how did you get to get in that move set to for you? They say they're the moves you need to put in your matches and to get to your finisher.
So a finisher again was I toyed with a couple. I had the rock bottom for a little bit. Obviously I was a big rock fan growing up. So I kind of wanted, as you can probably see, I've got the Bret Hart thing up there on the wall. But so I kind of wanted the sharpshooter, but somebody was already using that. So it was kind of like, right, okay. I didn't really like the rock bottom as a finish, because it was like, well, everybody's going to always see it as the rock bottom, no matter what you call it, no matter what you do, it is always going to be, as soon as you hook it in and you go for it, it's going to be the rock bottom. So, I mean, even like Booker T obviously had one similar, but nobody remembers that. Everyone just remembers the rock bottom. So, yeah, so I kind of changed that, and then I was toying with them, and I was gonna, because again, I'm a huge Mr. Perfect fan as well. So I was gonna have the Perfect Plex, but I was trying that and the Fameasser, or as I call it, the Slice of Ice, in one of the training sessions, and it just, like, although the Perfect Plex looked good, the Slice of Ice just flowed more. It was easier to get in and out of, kind of ticked all the boxes. You could hit it from anywhere. So it just literally kind of fell again. And it was just like, yes, I'll go for that. And the Sugar Bomb was, obviously it's a variation of the Michinoku driver. So, but I do it off the shoulders rather than the slam and there. So yeah, that was just a couple of different moves added in and just made different. So, and obviously they're all exceptional, aren't they? So, you know, it's
you got that in there. Oh.
Right,
Where did that name come from? When did you start calling
Exceptional.
yourself exceptional? Where did that come from? When did you start doing the exceptional thing?
So basically, when JJ Carter was first kind of created as my name, the slogan, one of my friends came up with it, and it was basically exceptional over normality. And that was what was on the back of my shirt. So then I really liked the whole exceptional over normality, because obviously I couldn't use perfect because Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
So I needed some sort of tagline that was like, everything I do, rather than a commentator saying that it's perfect like they used to, or, you know, the excellence of execution, or I wanted something. And when exceptional was given to me, I was like, that's just great. And then obviously the CPW have just kind of gone and ran with it, and they love to shout it as well. You know, I always hear it whenever I shout it. They always shout it back. So, you know, they never shout standard or anything like that. So it's always good.
always exceptional, Jimmy.
Exactly, always. So it's just nice. It's just nice. Again, like most people kind of maybe won't get it, but it is like a nice little nod to Mr. Perfect, really.
So
Nice.
so going on to again, as you got into CPW. So when you came to CPW, how was it for you to get yourself your debut at CPW? How was that for you when you first arrived?
So obviously my first match was against Anthony Mafia. So I hadn't been wrestling very long, really. I was still, I mean, I haven't now, you know, but obviously at that point I'd only probably got about 7 months under my belt, maybe a little bit more. So still really green, still keen to learn, obviously, and prove myself. And yeah, so it was a massive opportunity to be able to wrestle outside of my comfort blanket, and new set of fans that didn't know me. And yeah, so like it was really good. It was really eye-opening for me, where I needed to obviously work on things. And I was obviously actually a good guy for that show. But you know, obviously the fans didn't help me win, so I go on my own, and I'm exceptional. I don't need them now. So,
Oh,
Well, that's
tell
how,
him.
yeah.
You tell him, Jimmy.
I want to go back to the bit a minute ago where you said Norman's always said standard, and I was just like, imagine that, like, if that's happened before, it's like a panto where you shout exception, they shout standard back, and you're going back and forth like a panto. I just
That'd
like
be cool.
fun to see.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
To be fair, that is kind of what happens in some of the matches. So it's, you know, it does, if you can kind of have something like that with them. Obviously, your character Fifi is great for that. It's just, you know, there's if you can bounce off them, then it's great. It is really good. So yeah, I do quite enjoy that, and it's good fun.
So I've got down. So definitely the second half of 2019 is when Jimmy Vice really made his waves in CPW.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember the matches that you had?
Yes. So I went on a bit of a run. So my second match was an open challenge, which didn't go too well for me because unfortunately it was Tomby that answered it. So yeah, that was never going to end well. So yeah, I took two of his finishes. So yeah, it wasn't a great night for me, to be honest. But yeah, who did that guy ever beat? You know, it's one of them.
Oh,
wow.
So then obviously, I went on a really good run, and obviously Niall still a thorn in my side to this day. But yeah, it all kind of ended with Mr. Ace running his mouth and writing checks that his ass couldn't cash. So
well, let's go to the 23rd of November 2019 then, Jimmy.
Yeah,
shall we? The match, Superstars Part 2.
Yes, I've got
you versus Mr. Ace.
Yeah, I've got the plaque up there from the date with a little picture, because obviously I don't have the belt anymore, thanks to somebody who won't be named in this.
So you were Mr. Ace, the CPW Championship.
Yeah.
So what was that? How was that for you?
So it was very, very nerve-wracking night. So it was a huge match for me. So obviously it was going into it very confident. But yeah, it was nice. It was a good match. It was a really good match. And yeah, just exciting to be able to know that my hard work and my dedication and my effort had all been recognized and supported. That was a big thing for me. So having a title shot anyway is such a huge honor and such a huge privilege for anyone, but then to obviously to have come out of there the champion was massive, and it's something that I'll never ever forget. I was watching the video of because there was a ref that fell asleep towards the end. I had to nudge him a bit to drag him over. I don't know what that was all about, but sleeping on the job. But
who's that?
As we do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know. So, but no, I was watching the video just earlier of the end of that match. So, yeah, that's always the emotion and the rush of pride and everything that comes with it was great. It was amazing, and like I said, something I'll never ever forget, and probably never ever replicate. As they say, you always remember your first. So.
Wow. Yeah.
Right,
I do remember it.
So right then, Jimmy. So Jimmy, so now you're the CPW heavyweight champion, going into certainly one of our second biggest shows of the year, the Xmas Bash. So how did you feel going into that show?
Well, again, I was the champion. I was, you know, it was a great atmosphere. And I knew I only had to beat Niall, so it wasn't really a massive task. It was, you know, it was quite an easy match up there. So, you know, he couldn't even hold the belt off against Ace. So, you know, it's just one of them, isn't it? So I kind of went into it very, very confident, and you know, I'll give him his due. You know, he fought well. He fought well, but just shows, doesn't it, that, you know, it has as big as the guy is, and as much as he has the galaxy behind him, it doesn't stop a championship belt across the head, does it? So, which he fell into. I'm still holding that notion that he ran into it. I didn't hit him with it. So yeah. But I will say, it as the champion, as I obviously lay there and heard the roar of the crowd after the bell had rang, because they all obviously heard that Niall had won. It was very funny to be like lay in the ring and hear those cheers all of a sudden turn to boos as the penny dropped and they realised that the title doesn't change hands on a disqualification. So that moment was also like amazing for me, because it just, it was great. It really was. So yeah.
Right. So
we're just going to put. Sorry, Dale.
Sorry, Nathan, go on.
It's all right, mate. These questions are amazing. Flying through these questions. However, what I don't want to do is neglect the fans that are watching us live tonight. So we will come back to Dale's questions for you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But what I want to do right now is move over to Aaron and just see what we've got from the YouTube. I keep saying the YouTube tonight.
YouTube.
It's like your grandparents going, that's the internet.
It's internet, the web.
It's internet. We got any good questions for?
Yeah, let's go through what's happening on YouTube. Aaron,
Do you know what?
loads.
YouTube is blowing up tonight. Do you know what? It's lovely seeing all the people here. We've got Harry Coulson's with us tonight now.
Yes, Harry.
He's joined us. So first question, Jimmy. Commentary Pro Wrestling wants to know, is Jimmy Vice now managed by Dominic De Winter?
Is he?
I did wonder when that was going to crop up. And no comment at this time.
Oh, no comment.
Don't keep
Sus.
I didn't hear a word, Aaron.
If you play Among Us, sus.
So, we've also got, I think you've upset Wes Hanley here, Jimmy, because he says, I think Jimmy Vice's character is one of the best to have come to CPW.
You've upset him.
Right. How's that upset him?
No, because now he's kind of like throwing out loads, because Jimmy Vice says like he ain't one of his fans, and he's like come back with loads of Jimmy Vice stuff, hasn't he? Really, he says he's got a Jimmy Vice hat, and now he's saying Jimmy Vice is one of the best wrestlers have to come to CPW. So,
Right, so got any questions for Jimmy then? Come on.
Yeah, all right, Dale. All right, Santa Claus, calm yourself down.
You cut Dale off in his prime. He's eager to go again.
I didn't know, Jimmy. It wasn't me. It was Nathan. Right. So, Commentary Pro Wrestling wants to know. Commentary Pro Wrestling wants to know, Jimmy, with the CPW prison returning next Friday, how did Jimmy find his experience as being inside the prison as an official?
That was my first experience of CPW, obviously working alongside Dale. And the prison is, even as an official, it's a very daunting place when you're inside there and the door does get shut and then locked. You know, there is literally nowhere you can run and hide. There's nowhere. And it's, to the guys who were in there that night, I tip my hat to them, because it's a brutal match, but it's a great way of settling a vendetta, or of finding out really who is the best male or female to walk out of there victorious is a stamp really on your career. So
Very good.
Good answer.
So we've got another question that put out by Cov Pro Wrestling to our fans was, is actually to Wes Hanley. Who would you like to see Jimmy Vice face in CPW? And he's come back with Scott Oberman.
Ooh.
Yeah, good match.
Good match.
Nice.
Harry Coulson says he likes that. Big shout out to a bit of a legend and nemesis of mine, Triple B.
Yes,
who's
Triple
online.
B.
Yeah, Triple B. Yes, mate.
Triple B's with us. And also, now she's got CPW on demand, we can speak to her. Naomi's online.
Naomi.
So, yeah, bit of a running joke here, Jimmy, that Naomi didn't have on demand, and she got ripped by none other than the boss for not having on demand, and now she has. So
she is on demand.
We can now speak to her So
you're allowed to officially speak to her now then.
yeah.
No,
Went
no.
up and demand, not be spoken to. It's like
she who shall not be named.
Jimmy, Ride Dog says you're guilty. Obviously, with the question of Dominic de Winter, he says you're guilty.
I'm guilty.
Yeah, so that means you are.
I'm exceptional, mate. Listen, I'm exceptional, not guilty.
And we've also got Harry Coulson says, Jimmy, can I have a lollipop?
Well, can't at the moment, can we?
No.
COVID.
Can't. COVID.
COVID has literally single-handedly shut down my stock of supply of lollipops. I'm literally, my shares in Chubba Chubs has literally dramatically dropped. I don't know what to do. Like, what can I do?
Now, we could ask Lee's dad, because if I remember rightly, Anthony Matthew threw one of your lollipops who bounced off the floor and hit Lee's dad in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Was it your dad, was it?
Yeah. Lee's dad.
Yeah, well, it's probably not a great topic to really mention about the start of that match and that lollipop, because that couldn't have gone any worse, yeah.
Oh, it was brilliant. His dad coming up to me going, that bloody lollipop hit me in the eye. And I was like, I don't know what to say.
I mean, that wasn't even probably the worst bit of it, was it? It was what happened before.
No.
And, like, it was just...
Yeah, we'll just scoot past that.
What Matthew did before was
just the look on his face. It was like, right, do I break character? Do I carry on? Do I...
We're not mentioning it, but we all know what we're on about. We're not mentioning it. We all know what happened.
Ricky
Swiftly move on past this.
Ricky Hewitt wants to know, where does the lollipop gimmick come from?
Again, I wanted to have something, because it's not always just a lollipop I bring out. I do bring out a toothbrush as well, because obviously I'm the man so sweet I'll rot your teeth, so you need to brush them. So so yeah, so I bring out a toothbrush and hand it out to whoever I deem fit on the night, and I don't mean fit as in like, yeah, I meant as in whoever I choose worthy of having the toothbrush.
Question is it a
let me clear that up. Well, that's like so yeah, so I needed to have something that to just complete the look. Obviously, I had the sunglasses. Obviously, a matchstick's been done before. So it was just, a lollipop was just easy to have, and it was something that you can, in promos, you can. It's a prop. And it wasn't until I actually made my debut that obviously I started with the chucking it into the crowd. It just came to me. I was like, lollipop, what am I going to do with it? Oh, I'll lob it behind me, won't look where it's going. It's tough, it's kind of like that whole arrogance thing, isn't it, of it's and obviously my music at CPW is quite fitting, because I'll always throw it as it says make it rain. So yeah, raining lollipops.
We've got questions from Wes Hanley, and I'm going to put them both together. Cheers, Wes.
Okay.
Does he prefer playing a heel or a face, and who would he like to face in a CPW match?
That's a really, really good question. And I've obviously got the opportunity to play both at CPW. I have also won the tag team belts at another promotion as a face, which that title win was also amazing, because that one was my first title win. And it was a hardcore match. So it was my first hardcore match. It was a title match, tag team match. And the story had been built up over a year. So it was a big blow off match. And the reaction that I got as a face that night, when obviously you got the 1, 2, 3, again, amazing. You can't replicate it. But I also love coming out at CPW and having that banter with them, and having the the booze, as you all know, being cheered as a good guy is just as good as being booed as a bad guy. You both things go hand in hand. They both have their like feelings that you get. So you've done your job if you are getting booed. You've done your job if you're getting cheered. So and to be able to do either of them and be able to flip either of them is also good as well. So so that is a really tough question. I'm probably going to veer more on the heel side though, just because I've had a lot of fun doing that. So and who I'd like to face, I would like another opportunity against Tomby, but I would also, mainly just for screwing my name up, I'd like to have a bash at the main man there who's on my camera now, Mr. Lee.
Yes,
just
Lee.
To make sure he never forgets my name again, just
Yes, Lee.
Lee's gonna get battered.
Anytime, yeah. You bring the lollipop, I'll bring the Jack Daniels, and we'll have it large. Anytime.
So we've got a few more questions. Let's get these off, and then we'll go back to Dale before he tells me off.
Perfect. Oh, look, he's got the stadium in the background again.
What, Sunderland Stadium? So, Commentary Pro Wrestling. Commentary Pro Wrestling wants to know, what are your long-term goals in CPW?
To retire.
Long-term goals is to get back on top. I hate, like, I miss having a title belt over my shoulder, and being the best that I know I can be. So whether that is the CPW Heavyweight Championship or whether that is the Lineal Championship, I just want gold, and whoever's holding them at the moment, their best ain't good enough.
Ooh.
So, we got one more question, but I'm going to quickly go to Wes, who says, tough question. 2 right it is. This is talking madness. We don't play games here, Jimmy. So that's his
bit of a heel turn there, is there?
Oh, a little bit energy.
Oh, I like it. it.
And Naomi #on demand. That's what I'm going to call her from now on. That's a new name.
That's going to be her wrestling name. Naomi on demand.
Naomi #on demand says, "What's your favourite type of match to have?" Please say bra and panties, because I'll be happy to see that.
What, you'd be happy to see me in a bra and panties?
Hey, I've asked Will Starr for me and him for a bra and panties match. He still ain't got back to me yet.
Aaron is just weird.
Yeah, Aaron, no one wants to speak with bra and panties, brother. I'm sorry.
Well, look on your. Hold on. If we go into Lee's bedroom, he's got a picture inside his bed of me in bra and pants. So obviously you did.
Oh, I love it. I would say that a prison match. That would.
You want a cage match, prison cage match?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you done one before?
No, was talks of it. Just never, unfortunately, logistically never materialized. So, so kind of really keen to get in there and have a bash.
Would that be against Tomby or Lee?
I don't think Lee's got the minerals, so it's probably going to have to be Tomby, isn't it?
Hey,
Lee,
mate.
No, the Lee's match would be say my name match.
First of all, lads, I've been in more prisons than I've had hot dinners. Don't worry about that. I'll get in there.
The thing is, though, if we had a say my name match, obviously I'm going to beat Lee. So, but he's never going to get my name right. So he's just going to get a pasting all night, isn't he? It's just going to be like, say my name, and he's going to be like, Sugar Vice Jimmy.
It's a win-win, isn't it? Win-win.
Yeah.
Boss, let me have him. Let me have him. And I'll shave that hair. And
I
make
like
it
that
into
question. I think that's a question that question we just had is a question we've not had before. Wife been doing talking madness. So I asked the same question then to wife just before we go back to Dale. Then, what's everyone else's favourite match to wrestle? And Dale, what's your favourite type of match to referee?
Wow.
We'll start with Lee. Favourite type of match to do?
What, that I've had or that I want to have?
Let's go with had.
I'm gonna have to say the Belgrade Brawl out with Iron Serb, because twatting him over the head when he had the bin on top of his head was absolutely fun. I'm telling you now, it was beautiful.
So your favourite type of match would always be a.
That was basically a street fight.
So yeah, your go-to match would be a street fight.
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
Okay, got it. That was complicated. Aaron?
Can I just throw this in here? Naomi's changed her name on YouTube to Naomi on Demand.
Live in the gimmick.
Yes.
Live in the gimmick now. Aaron, what's your favourite type of match or what?
So my favourite match I've had at the moment was the skip yard match, which was the digger match. So for me, it's going to be a that sort of match where you can use any weapon. So it is a hardcore match.
Okay, cool. Dale, what's your favourite type of match to referee? You referee most of them.
Jimmy.
Wow, there's so many great matches. But I mean, obviously, refereeing Jimmy in a championship match was exceptional.
Exactly. Boom.
But for me, main event, any championship matches, especially the main event, when they're as good as they were, especially when we had Mr. Richardson, World Star in the prison, that was a match that I will never forget for the emotion and everything that was
the story
in that match.
and
Magnificent.
So that's your favourite match. I know, Aaron, I'm about to say what you're about to say, I think. So
Yeah, can you? Yes.
Don't worry, I've got you back in a minute. Dale, so you're saying that's your favourite match you've refereed ever. So would you say those kind of matches are the ones you like to do, stipulation-wise, or do you prefer just a normal straight-up match?
Personally, I like just the proper main event championship matches.
Okay.
Not necessarily stipulations, but main event championship
Any kind
matches.
of main event. Any kind of main event on a big show. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been sat here trying to think, you see, because I'm trying to think of a style of match I haven't done in the last 6 years of wrestling. Trying to think of something I haven't done. So I'm thinking ones that I've always enjoyed most of is any kind of, I'm like, again, like you guys, I do like a bit of a hardcore match. I have had one ladder match and it was so much fun that I would love to have another ladder match. Again, I've been inside a cage once, so I'd love to have a go in our prison. Haven't yet been in that. But I like a good stipulation. I love a good stipulation on a match. I find it a bit more enjoyable sometimes.
Doesn't it?
With stipulation, but
What? So
moving on.
like, Nath, when me and you had the stipulation where it was either hair or I'm your gimp.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what? As well,
I'm still annoyed that you never became my gimp.
That's it. I wanted you to lose that one, Lee.
I thought he already had. I thought he had because he got no hair.
Question, right? Here's a question to the CPW audience. Let's go back 3-4 years ago. Who would have loved to have seen Lee as Fifi's gimp?
Me.
Just a yes or no, if you want to see Lee as Fifi.
Now, Nathan.
Exactly.
While we're on
Instead
this,
of just a gimp.
He's put Love Shack match.
Love Shack. Coventry Pro Wrestling's put Love Shack match.
That was
Yeah.
something special.
Good laugh.
We've got Ride Dog. My dream would probably be a no count out and go around out the ring.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we've got
match.
Martin as per his favourite type of match I've had is the loser leaves town match.
Nice.
Yeah.
And-
Alex Connors.
But I'd love to do a table match and a prison match.
Nice.
Now,
Okay.
Slim players, which is Triple B, would Lee wear a tutu at the weekend anyway?
Only for you, Trips, only for you, son.
Now, Nathan, I'm going to say this now. You know what I'm going to say because this has excited me
Well,
so much.
I want to jump in on that.
No.
Because I want to ask the
No.
question to Jimmy, really, if the rumours are true. So CPW have posted on the YouTube,
On the YouTube.
YouTube.
obviously we've announced that next week, Friday, the 4th of December, Xmas Tidings is being a taping, pay-per-view, live at 8 p.m. Get your tickets from order tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Boom.
But they've said there's a rumour that one of the matches on that night is going to be Tomby versus Jimmy Vice versus Casey Wilde for the CPW Heavyweight Championship in a coffin match. Now, Jimmy, is the rumor true? You don't. I mean, yes or no, or are you not going to let anyone know? That's what I want to know. How are you playing this?
I mean, I guess the there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Hang on.
Buy the pay-per-view and stream and tune in next Friday.
Correct.
Anyway, I like that. Good answer. That's a good answer. Aaron's really upset now, though. He's really crying.
No, mate. I am so excited. If that's true, that's like a match of the year.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that could be the main event of the night. Who knows?
I mean, you've got Goff Lesnar.
Goff Lesnar.
We've got Jimmy Vice, aka Don Johnson.
Right.
And then you've got you've got my man Casey Wilde.
Jamie Vardy.
I think he's just goddamn sexy. Right? He's just like he's obviously behind Will Starr, you know what I mean? Because Will Starr's the most sexiest.
Fake Jesus.
Jesus. Listen,
There's nothing fake about Will Starr. Hold your bump the brakes.
Listen, right. When you taste Will Starr's Jesus juice, then come back to me. Jimmy, that's all I'm going to say to you, Jimmy. Once you taste his Jesus juice, then come back to me, because that is like sweet amber nectar. And Lee, don't say you ain't tasted it, because I've seen you like cupping the last bit of Jesus juice in your hand.
Right. I'm going to move this back over to our friend Dale there to finish off the questions from Jimmy Vice. Moving on swiftly. There we go.
How do we go from there?
Actually, Dale. Dale. Before we start, Dale, CPW wants to know: does head of our talent relations have anything to say on these rumors about the Jimmy Vice match?
Wow, it would be a fantastic match. If that was the match that was booked, it would be a fantastic match to see.
I tell you what, you like going with my first girlfriend. You can't get past first base with you, Dale.
I mean, Jimmy said you wanted to face Tomby. Wow, you could be getting this opportunity. There you go.
Back to your questions then, Dale, because I don't think we're going to get the answer tonight, guys. You're going to have to tune in.
No, we're not. We're not, are we?
You're going to have to tune in on Friday to find out these
answers. Where's me lube?
Buy that pay-per-view tomorrow, 5 o'clock, and then you'll find out.
Okay, Dale, back to your questions. What questions you got left for the night?
Well, I don't know how much where I was, to be fair.
Broken. Dale there.
Yeah, sorry.
Well done, Azza.
Right.
Well done.
Right then, Jimmy, I'll try and get us back on some kind of track. Right. So
back on the train.
Wow.
So you've got past the Xmas Bash, and now you're defending the CPW Championship in the elimination match. How did you feel about having to do that?
Yeah, not great. Not great. The statistics of champions going in there and walking out, still the champion is. They were stacked against me, and obviously, I walk in there with the target on my back. So, you know, everyone, every man and their dog. You know, there was some surprises thrown in there as well. You know, you don't expect to come up against a boxer, and he was throwing left and rights all over the place, and so it was a tough match, and unfortunately, the odds were stacked against me, and took my eye off the ball after sort of celebrating a bit too early about ejecting Mr. Ace, and then unfortunately Niall got the. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. He cheated. That's all I'm going to say.
The thorn in your side got the better of you again.
Hey,
next question.
Talking about surprises in that match. Our very own Triple B returned in that match.
Yes.
Who's watching? Triple B. He returned that night.
Legend.
What a legend.
But yeah, so unfortunately, it was a. Although I put up my best fight, the odds were just stacked against me too much.
Right. So, do you feel that you are owed a one-on-one opportunity to get that championship back?
Well, definitely. After being messed around by CPW management for so long as well, being put in a four-way match and then having to, defend it in the elimination match and things, I think I'm kind of owed at least that, really. I jumped through hoops to prove that I was, as I said, I was exceptional. So yeah, I think that's the least that CPW management can do, really.
Right. Okay. Wow.
That's a statement and a half there, ain't it? Like,
It certainly is.
Leave it with them now.
Leave it with us. Right then. So, so your objective, definitely going into 2021, would you say is definitely to get back a championship of the lineal or CPW Heavyweight Championship 2021? That is your objective. Is that what you're saying, Jimmy?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And if given the chance, there's still time in 2020.
Oh,
there is still time.
Don't get your hopes up, mate. Not long left in 2020.
Oh, that's a slap in the cheeks, isn't it?
Well, there you go.
Wow.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Right.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Not a good opinion, but you're entitled to it.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know what I said.
Jimmy, make sure you hit him in the eye with your next lollipop.
Yeah. And deliberately.
Yeah. I'll hold him.
To why I just said that, but I just went straight out of it.
Pure heel, isn't he?
Right.
Screw that, Jimmy.
So, if any of you guys got anything for Jimmy? I know Lee's been a bit quiet tonight. You got anything for Jimmy?
Well, before I move on to my section, is there any more things on YouTube for him about his wrestling career first?
Yeah. Do you know what? Coventry Pro Wrestling wants to know who would win an arm wrestling match between Niall and Jimmy. Now, I've had to see this.
Jimmy, mate, I'm sorry, but you ain't got a chance. Let's be fair.
I think Jimmy will use like tactics, like he'll put like syrup on his hands or something. Sweeten up the grip.
Yeah, but I wouldn't need no tactics though, would I? Because Niall, fair play to him, he's built like a tree. But what happens to the branches on trees? They snap. So.
Wow!
Yes.
There you go.
I like that. You're going to lose, Jimmy, but I like it.
Are you even more upset about the fact that Niall was the champion at the moment that you're not? How about that, Jimmy?
No, we want our guests to stay, mate. Can you not?
Yeah.
I'm
not being funny.
I'm asking.
Obviously, I mean, I've said this time and time again, haven't I? I got there by myself. I got, I'm exceptional, whereas Niall had to keep pandering to the Galaxy, and I need you, Galaxy, behind me to win the championship. Well, I didn't need none of that. So, no, it doesn't bother me, because his days will be numbered, whether it's from me, whether it's from anybody else. He's not worthy. I proved that at Xmas Bash.
We know you don't need the Galaxy. That's why you took one of the fans' eyes out.
Well, I didn't technically.
No, that was not him. It was Anthony Mafia.
So, last question before we move on to Lee. Naomi on Demand. I love that name. I wonder where she got that from. I really do. She wants Coventry Pro Wrestling to book this match. The Chosen Ones, Jesus Jews, versus Lee's Jack Daniels in a TLC match.
So what, are we literally going to watch? So we're literally going to watch a bottle of Jack Daniels versus a bottle of Jesus Juice in a TLC
Hey, I'll watch
match?
that. Listen,
Mate.
I'll watch that Jesus Juice all day, mate.
And I'm telling you, the bottle of Jack Daniels there, I'm not taking my fucking eyes off it, son. You know what I mean?
That's why I've got silky smooth skin.
I think that match might be a bit of a slow burner.
Oh wow!
To be fair, Lee. To be fair, guys. If you ever see Nathan's matches, yeah, I know what it feels like.
Oh, mic drop.
And I'm going to later.
Right, that's funny, Aaron, because at least I get to do wrestling matches.
You do, mate. You do. For the first match I ever had, Nathan, I put you through a table. So how's that feel?
What are you on about, mate? Weren't me.
Yeah.
All right then. So, all right, we'll move on to me now. I'm going to talk now. Right.
Come on,
Jim,
Lee, it's all yours, mate.
Go on, Lee.
how are you, mate? It's good to see you. Right. So, what are your interests outside of wrestling? What do you do when you're not wearing lycra and, sucking on lollipops? Where are you at?
Jimmy, you will learn that Lee is a man with his words. Such a poet.
I mean, who's saying that I don't wear lycra all the time and suck lollipops? But it's
You can't see the bottom half of him yet.
So obviously outside of wrestling, I own my own printing company. So that's just kind of taken a massive step forward. I'm obviously here at the moment. You can see bits and pieces in the background. But I took that over in the start of October. So it's my first business premises. I'm going into screen printing now. So obviously, everything's kind of moving forward. It's just very slowly, with obviously having to watch pennies and stuff like that with everything that's going on. Because I moved in here, had a couple of good weeks, and then everyone got locked down again. So, it's kind of, first off, I lost Ireland, who I supply a lot to, both North and Republic. So then obviously the whole of the UK lockdown as well. So that's kind of all I'm doing at the moment, really. It's just, I'm here 7 days a week trying to get the studio ready, trying to get things ready, trying to get business in. So that's pretty much my life at the moment. So yeah.
So you said earlier about that you were on a wrestling training. I mean, no, sorry, a karate training thing. So you used to do karate.
Yes, yeah, I did. I studied it for I think 3 years, or 2 or 3 years, and then basically ruptured my ACL playing football. So I had to have near enough a year out, waiting for MRIs and obviously waiting for the actual operation. And then there was like a 3-month recovery. But on the week of my 3rd month, I went back to training. And then 3 months later, passed my next grading, which was a purple belt. And then kind of got really busy with one thing or another. So I haven't been back since. So that's probably about 3-4 years ago. So I miss it a lot. Like, it's amazing for the discipline, for the fitness, for the being able to legally kick the crap out of someone and them do the same to you. It was great. Yeah. I've got my trophies up on the shelf now here at the studio. I was a Kumite champion, and also mixed Kumite champion in the tournament that we did. So the mixed, you'd go with a junior, you'd both compete, and then your points would be put together at the end. So I used to enjoy it, really did, and it's only down to wrestling kind of filling that blank bit of time and space that I had, that I haven't really gone back to it as yet. So, but potentially after lockdown, I may look at going back in the new year.
Yeah. Have you been training at home? Have you been working out at home? Have you got a set up at home? What you got?
For up until October, I was training at in my mate's garage. So they were obviously part of my like support bubble like thing, so household thing. I was obviously during the first lockdown, I was a bin man. So obviously I was
Really?
keeping active.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought your job
so
was.
obviously the video that we did of us with the, I can't remember what it was called now, with the phone
the
up.
TikTok
Oh,
thing.
Yes, yeah.
Don't rush.
That's it, yeah, the don't rush challenge. So obviously I was in my full bin gear and putting our picture in the bin and, you know, things like that. So but yeah, I did that through the first lockdown. So that obviously kept me, you know, I was
early mornings though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 7 o'clock out on the truck start.
Not that, I was expecting worse than that.
No. So it because you're not allowed to because of the noise.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So like obviously with everything that's moved with the times, you know, people complaining they had to do it later. So that kept me really fit during the first lockdown. And then, like I said, I started going once they eased things and you were able to share households, and I started weight training again. But since moving in here in October, I haven't done anything, unfortunately. It's just been all hands to the pump of getting this place up and running. So
yeah, just one last thing then before we move on to our games and Aaron's fact of the week. You obviously spent a bit of lockdown growing that fabulous head of hair. Is there anything else that you've been doing to like keep your time except for work or anything? Or is it just been work?
Yeah, I guess it has just been work. There's a couple of little bits and pieces that I've been kind of getting on with. But yeah, that's basically been it really. That's been my focus because it's the only thing I've kind of got at the moment. Obviously we all lost wrestling. So yeah, it was like that was everything. So I focused fully on this. So yeah, nothing exciting, unfortunately.
Fair play, right?
I was going to say.
Go on, carry on, mate.
No, I was going to say fair play to you, especially in these hard times. You managed to, you know, keep your business going.
Yeah.
You know, advance your business forward, move forward, everything. Fair play to you. Like I say, it's hard time for everyone, and so you have to have the dedication to keep going and keep going and keep going. You know, that's what it needs sometimes to make a business successful. So fair play to you, and I hope you're all the best.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
With all the raffles on as well, like they're helping out a lot of other businesses as well. So I'll just say to anybody who's mates with Jimmy or Jamie Gilbert on Facebook, if you're mates with him and you ever see any of his raffles, just share the shit out of them and, you know, enter if you can. They help out a lot of businesses. They help his business. So yeah, just help them out, man. Keep them going.
Well, especially the one that I've got, if you don't mind me quickly plugging it, is obviously the one I'm running at the moment. The prize draw has got a VIP family table ticket to CPW show. So obviously when they go back up in the new year, it's obviously a great prize in itself. So for any of the guys on the roster, or you know, any of their family, friends, whatever, I've got roughly about 25-30 spaces left. If I can get them gone, then I can draw it and give these prizes out, and it saves me a headache of stressing about it. So that would be a massive help. So yeah, sorry for the cheap.
No, don't apologise.
No, mate, you crack on, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
Like I say, we wish you all the best, and like I say, hopefully, like once the tier system starts to ease off and the lockdown stops as much as it is, you know, your business will only get bigger and better for you, and hopefully that is what you need really, is for businesses to start working again to get that business in. But you know, all the best to you. Lee, have you got anything else?
No, I've pretty much asked it. I'm anxious to get onto this game because I've been shit I've been shit a couple of weeks and I want to do better. So let's go.
So
Right,
before we get onto the game, as we're just talking about Jimmy's business there, Martin has put, no matter how small the steps is, you're still moving forward with your business, mate. Fair play to you.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah. I just want to get a few of the things off of the YouTube.
That's what I was going to say. Is go through the YouTube before we go to your game.
So I asked. So obviously we had the question earlier about the arm wrestling competition, and I asked Commentary Pro Wrestling, is there any chance we could see this arm wrestling match? Commentary Pro Wrestling has come back with the words yes, yes, yes.
Right. Daniel brought the hell out of this.
But then Ride Dog said that his dad would beat anybody in an arm wrestling competition.
Right.
Ooh.
Nathan, I think this one's for you off Naomi On Demand. How does it feel to be put through a table? Good girl. Good girl. I like you.
It's like being cuddled by a bear. No, I'm joking. It sucks.
So I asked the question how we think Jimmy's going to get on in our game. You suck. Commentary Pro Wrestling's put he will suck.
Well, there you go.
I can't really go against that claim, can I? The guy that goes around shouting "suck my lollipop." I can't really say that. You know, I'm not going to.
All you need to know is 9 is the top of the board, which is Cat Von Cage at the moment. Is a 9 points,
which he can get.
Then it is Oddball, who's in second place, then followed by myself.
How are you ahead of everyone else?
Man, I'm way down the bottom because I was shite at this.
Because I smashed it against Oddball, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Right. Before we play the game, then it is time for. So if you've not watched before, Jimmy, I'm very disappointed in you. But if you have watched before, then every week Aaron provides us with an amazing random fact that he has either in his head or his Google. We never know. But basically,
they're in my head.
Just random facts that he knows about random stuff. We've had some amazing shockers that are just unbelievable. No one knows where he found that information out, but it's amazing. So
I'm amazed.
It's that time of the week, ladies and gentlemen, for Aaron's random fact of the week. So, Aaron, what is your random pointless information this week?
My random pointless information that's going to win you the quiz next time you're having one is the King of Hearts is the only king in the deck of cards without a moustache.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait. I don't know.
You see what I mean, Jimmy? You see what I mean by these random facts of information? You're like, where did he find it out?
I thought the Queen did as well. It's like...
What, has a moustache?
Yeah.
You've been drawing on them.
Who has a better moustache? Me or the pack of cards?
So yes, that's my random fact of the week.
Right.
Okay.
I suppose it makes sense. It does make sense.
I've got more. I've got so many more.
All right, well, save them up, mate.
Don't waste them all now, mate. We have no show left.
Oh, my phone was so excited it fell over.
Just like I hear what you do.
Well, I get excited and fall over. I get excited when you win matches, so I don't fall over very often.
Oh wow.
Anyway.
No, guys.
Let's move on. We do. Can I just say that me and Nathan do actually really love each other. This is not like any heat. We're like twin brothers. We actually do love each other. Love to hate him. Anyway, move on.
So it is time to play You Suck.
Yes.
We will explain the game to you first of all, Jimmy Vice.
But we don't know it ourselves.
And then Dale, as he is the head referee, will be the referee for the game.
Wait, so he's the head referee at You Suck. The reference in there is great. I love it.
Anyway, so basically, the game is basically word association.
Oh, hold on. Jimmy, how old are you? May I ask the question? Sorry.
21. Look at that hair.
34.
Do you remember Timmy Mallet as a kid?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Mallet's Mallet.
briefly.
So basically, it is like Mallet's Mallet, basically, but it's our own take on it, which is you suck.
Okay, cool.
Anything goes.
Nice.
So
Word
basically,
association, that's all it is. It's simple.
basically word association. You'll face each one of us, me, Aaron, and Lee. Best of 3 wins. You get a point for each round you win, and then if you win the overall game, you get 2 points.
Right.
So
Okay.
if you beat all of us 2, 4, 6, and then if you beat us all,
Then you
by-
get
you get like loads of points.
you can take one of us on again. No. You can
I
take.
can't do the
it
maths.
You have
Listen,
no idea what you're talking about, do you, Dave?
Oh God.
You can get a maximum of 12 points.
Right. Okay. And Cat got 9.
Yeah.
yes.
You can get a maximum
Wow.
of 12 because if you win both legs and beat everyone 2-0, that's 4 points. 3 times 4 is 12.
Yes.
Right. We got
Oh,
there in the end. Okay.
I'm on 5. I believe I'm on 5.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing the scoring, so I hope you know, Aaron.
And
So
that,
can you-
basically,
can you-
any hesitation or stalling or saying something that doesn't probably link, which we normally don't get, anything goes. Dale will call it and then he will say, no, you lost.
And I would say you suck.
Dale's a stickler at the game.
Right. Yeah. I can imagine.
So we're
Yeah.
going to start with Lee because Lee's been on a bad run at the moment.
Lee's like,
He's
shit.
our worst. He's
Oh,
our
me.
worst host. So we're going to
Go on.
start with the worst host. And to be fair, because Aaron's the best host at the game at the moment, we'll let Aaron pick the first word. And you, as our guest, Jimmy, you will start
yes.
the game.
Are we ready, Jimmy?
So basically, you're going to give me a word,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give you the first word that comes into my head that is
That's it.
associated with that.
Yes.
And then and then Lee will link to your word and vice versa, going back and forth.
Wow. Okay. This is going to be fun. Yeah. Okay.
You ready? I like
Yeah.
this one. And I know Contra Pro Wrestling is going to like this one. Boris Johnson.
Wanker.
Aaron.
Lee.
Nathan.
Sucks.
Oh, sorry, Lee. Sorry,
Jimmy
Lee. Mate.
wins.
You suck, mate. You suck.
You suck. You
I'm
suck. You
shit
suck.
at this game. All right,
You
guys,
You are shit at this game.
Right. So that's 1-0 to Jimmy.
to Timmy.
Lee.
Timmy.
Jimmy.
So,
I
my turn.
know his name, unlike Lee.
Oh,
My turn now. So me
Right.
versus Jimmy now. Jimmy,
Yeah.
you
No,
start
no,
again.
no, it's not
No.
you versus Jimmy. It's best of 3. How is it
Best
you
of
versus
3,
Jimmy?
Nathan.
You can't
Nathan.
count.
Nathan, stop. It's best of 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Be
We're
quiet.
professional. We're professional here, Jimmy.
I love it.
Right.
Too tired.
It's Lee to go first. And Nathan, give him the first word.
Okay. My word is bicycle.
bike.
Ride.
Roller coaster.
Terrible.
Oh, come on, I'm so
Oh,
crap.
my
mate.
days.
Oh, you suck.
Lee,
Lee,
you
you
definitely
do
suck,
suck.
mate.
I was so crap at this game.
Can I just face Lee like over and over again?
Right. That's 2-0.
I
Now,
thought I was
last
going to
week
say
it-
straight away, though. Technically, he should have lost straight away because I said bicycle and he said bike. Just another word.
no,
Name the same thing.
no, come on, no.
Well, he lost anyway, Nathan, so all right, which doesn't matter.
Don't.
Anyway, so Aaron, so like last week, we're still doing the third match, even though
Yes.
it's 2-0 Jimmy, yes?
Yes.
Right,
No,
no,
yes.
do
last
it.
week we
Whitewash.
didn't do that.
No, we
did.
did.
Two. No, we just.
Yes, we did.
This was.
Yes,
this
we
was,
did.
This was mentioned by the boss himself. He said it's
We
best
don't
of
need to
3.
carry on.
Best of 3 means best
Right,
of
so,
3.
right, so 2-0 to
Okay.
Jimmy. Right, okay, that's what we'll go with. Right, okay, so that's 2-0 to Jimmy. So he's on to the next one of Team Madness. So that would be Nathan.
Yeah, because Aaron's technically the best, so he'll go last.
I'm exceptional.
Right. So, Nathan versus Jimmy.
Lee, you
Jimmy-
say the word.
Jimmy will go first. Lee, give us your word.
Ashtray.
Bag.
Dirty.
Smoker.
Outside.
Now.
Why?
Because.
What?
Noun.
Already said.
Oh no, what are you doing, Nathan, man? He's already said that.
Yeah, you can't say a word he's
You
already
can't
said.
say a word he's already said, mate.
Did you say
No.
noun?
Yes. He said
did
that.
ya?
You suck.
I didn't know.
You
He
suck,
said
Nathan.
noun.
Stop,
I
Nate.
He didn't say
Suck.
noun. He said outside.
No, he
No,
said
he said-
now.
Oh, now. He said now. I thought it was in now,
You
not
suck,
noun.
Nate.
Nathan, you
Ah.
suck.
I'm let down by you guys.
I thought he said now, as in N-O-W, and that's why I said
you
right, not
suck,
now. as in
Nathan.
now.
Basically, you suck.
Oh, I just misheard him.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
So, 1-0 to Jimmy. Right. Nathan to go first.
No, I quit. I'm joking.
Right. Aaron, give us your word. Nathan to go first. Give us your word, Aaron.
Kebab.
Turkey.
Jimmy?
Hello?
Frozen.
No.
What's going on?
I said sauce.
Oh, right.
I did not hear anything.
No.
I
Oh,
think-
did-
Okay.
It froze.
It
It's froze,
froze.
guys.
Right, we'll start again. We'll
Right,
start
let's
again.
start again.
So we'll start again because that froze.
Right then. Are we
That
ready,
froze.
guys? Jimmy, can I
So
get a
1-0
hello?
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Aaron.
I'm here.
Nathan to go.
Okay.
Nathan to go first. So
Ready?
Nathan to go first. Aaron, give us your word.
Kebab.
Sauce.
Turkey.
What? I didn't hear what he said
Nathan,
again.
what are you doing, man?
I didn't hear him. I didn't even hear the word.
He said
We heard the word. You're out, mate. You suck.
All right,
You
got
suck,
it.
mate. We heard him. You're out.
Sorry,
You suck.
Turkey does not link
Aaron.
to sauce. It links
Aaron,
to
Does
kebab.
cranberry sauce?
You
Oh.
suck,
Aaron,
Nathan.
you should have used the same word, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah, I was like, what's he doing?
Well, I tried to throw Jimmy off with sauce.
Right, listen.
I don't know.
You suck,
listen.
Nathan. That's basically what we're saying.
There was dodgy
Hey,
play going on there.
We're giving that to Jimmy. That's 2-0
Yeah,
to
he's on
Jimmy.
8 points now. So
He was a
just
bit
need to win
naughty.
one game to
It
go.
was a bit
for
naughty doing the same word again, though, Aaron. But never mind. But you suck.
There's no
Nathan.
rules to
Right,
this.
Aaron,
Yes, I'm
Aaron.
hearing you. Hold on. Hoods up.
you
Let's go.
versus Jimmy.
I've got the
Hold
word.
on. Hold on.
Right, right, okay, yeah,
Let
Nathan.
me
you
warm
were-
up. Let me
Right.
warm up.
We ain't got time for this.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Okay. So Jimmy to go first. Nathan, give us your word.
Oh, I thought Aaron was going first. Oh,
No, Jimmy's a guest.
okay. I don't want to use the word I wanted to use now. Damn it. But I'm
Come
going
on.
to use it. My word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Nathan,
Poppins.
give us a proper. What?
Oh, no, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Go with that. Go with that.
Oh, Dale's just ruined it. Dale's
Poppins.
It's got a flow,
Poppins.
boys. Come on. We got
You
a
gone
flow.
Poppins.
Yes.
Cockney.
Slang.
Sorry.
Slang.
Slang. Bang.
Bomb.
Badia.
Dad.
Mum.
Said it.
You said what? You didn't say mum.
I did.
What are you doing there? What are you doing, Aaron, man?
I can't hear this. Right, I can't
Who
hear.
said
'cause I-
mum?
Aaron,
I
you
didn't hear
suck,
mum
mate.
either.
I'm giving
I-
that to Jimmy.
Yeah, but I didn't
You
hear mum.
suck.
No,
I
but
didn't hear
I'm
mum
interested in what
either.
you heard. Huh?
what? I didn't hear mum.
I
No,
thought
I
you said
didn't.
bomb.
Yeah.
I thought you said bomb. That's why I said deer. Bombardier.
Ah, he said mum. I thought he said bomb, and that's why I
And
thought
me.
that's a bombardier.
I'll let you have that one, Jimmy.
I'm giving it to Jimmy.
All right, Dale.
Jimmy's, I'm not happy about this. Jimmy's dictation is awful.
I know. I reckon
Right.
Jimmy's Jimmy's
He can't
struggling
pronounce
this
his
year.
words properly.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in your excuses. You suck.
He's not exceptional with his language, is he?
Wow.
Just
Right.
before we finish this
Right,
last
what-
round, because it looks like Jimmy's about to whitewash us. We have only got about 5 minutes or so left of the podcast tonight. 5-10 minutes. So any last questions, get them in before we close the night off.
We'll best get this round done then, Nathan, shall we?
Obviously.
Right.
Dale's in
Right.
charge.
Aaron to go first. Lee, give us your word.
Bin.
Dipper.
Chicken.
I can't hear you, mate.
Chicken.
Drumsticks.
Turkey.
Twizzlers.
Sausage.
Party.
Red.
Wine.
Pissed.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you then. Say it again, mate.
Pissed.
Up.
Moron.
Buffoon.
Imbecile.
I can't get the word. Idiotic.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, he stumbled.
You can't do that,
He
man.
Whoa. Sorry, I couldn't get the word out. Idiotic.
Stumble. The rules
No,
are
you hesitated, but you
I
stumbled.
didn't
You can't do
hesitate.
that.
I
It's a
didn't
fumble.
hesitate. I
Not
couldn't get
fumble.
the word out. It's a hard word for me. Idiotic. Fine.
You
Fine.
suck.
We're going on that people can't get words out. That's disgusting.
So Jimmy Vice has just got and maxed out on 12
Oh my
points.
days. Jimmy
Fuck
Vice
you.
is now leading.
He is
Guys,
officially-
I tell you time and time and time again, I am exceptional. Not even your best is good enough. Proven again.
he has just proven it.
Now, Jimmy, do you want to see your prize?
Oh yeah, you get a prize. You get a prize.
Not if it's your turkey Twizzler, I don't.
It's the sausage party.
Yeah, sausage party.
No.
Come on.
Are you
week,
ready for this?
Each week, the prize is a different photo
Nice.
of one of the guests. No, one of the hosts.
Nice.
Are you ready, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm
Look
not.
behind me. Here it comes. Boom.
Nice.
Who's
Do
that?
you know who that bad boy is?
It's me.
Hold on a minute.
It's
Look at
me.
that.
You, Nate.
Is that you?
Aaron, move out of the way
Yes.
completely. Look at that. Look at the gangster pose and everything.
Nate,
Wow.
you are
Look at that chin strap.
shit, Nate. Look at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, just in case anyone last week missed on the show, this was last week's prize.
Don't have to show me. Don't have to show me again.
And Jimmy, this is the week before.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I haven't got the week before. Sorry, hold on. I might have it.
All right,
You carry on
Jimmy.
talking. I may have it. No,
I
that's
feel
not it
I
either.
feel like Jimmy's
So-
got the best one so far.
There you go, Jimmy. That will be in the post, signed, sealed, and delivered to
The
you.
question is,
I mean, it's even quite relevant because I mean he's got it backwards, but he's kind of doing the Vice thing, isn't he? So you know he was ahead of time
Yeah.
on that gimmick.
the question is, Jimmy, are you happy with the
Oh,
question is, Jimmy, are you happy with your prize?
I'm ecstatic. Yeah.
Bet you glad you came on now, ain't you, Jimmy?
Glad you came on. The problem is, right,
Just for that
I'm still
alone.
annoyed. I'm still annoyed. We've not once found a picture of Dale yet. So if anyone watching has any old picture
got
of
no
Dale,
hope.
let us know.
That'd be great.
Do you know what, guys? Next week, I promise you, I'll have a picture of Dale.
Yeah.
You dare.
Oh, sorry, Dale. Does that say you dare?
Oh, you
Aaron,
didn't.
you know you
I-
did skip when he said that. didn't
You dare.
Challenge
Well, don't
accepted.
get Aaron.
So how many points did Jimmy get then, Aaron?
The maximum.
Jimmy hit a maximum of, I believe, if I'm right in calculating, I ain't really good at this. Is it 12?
you?
Yeah, so it's 1 point every time he wins the round. He won 2
Yes.
rounds and you get 2 points for a win. So
Yes.
that's 4. He beat all of us.
Basically, didn't lose.
He didn't lose.
All right,
He
Jimmy.
gets 4 points on every person. 3 times 4 is 12.
There you go. So, Jimmy, you are now sitting at the top of the leaderboard.
Next week,
So
ladies
Jimmy
and
Vice
gentlemen.
is top of our table.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so we're aware.
F you.
Sorry,
Lee
come
shit
back
this
when
one.
you're illiterate, punk.
When you what?
Oh.
Sorry, did you say come back when you're not little? That's harsh. Harsh. You can't pick on CPW's hornswoggle like that.
Right. Come on, guys. Before we go, haven't got anything else on YouTube, Aaron?
No,
On
we've
the
all
YouTube.
gone on the YouTube. We have gone.
Let's just talk for a bit.
What?
I've had a rumour the numbers are increasing, so let's just stay on for a little bit.
Oh,
Numbers are
mate,
getting big.
we have got Richard Fallen Angel Furnace says can't wait for CPW to come back, missing the matches like mad.
Oh,
We are with you.
Well,
We are with you.
If he wasn't on
Yes.
earlier, well, we did announce next Friday, the 4th of December, Xmas Tidings will be on pay-per-view for £5, which you can
Five.
purchase starting tomorrow from 5 o'clock.
£5 is fuck all. It's not even 2 pints nowadays. So get it down. Come on, let's do it.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain.
£5. To sit,
I
sit
remember.
at home and enjoy
£5.
CPW.
£5. £5.
I remember when I remember when £5
home,
could get you a
your pants and watch CPW. What's better? Come on.
Sit in your pants.
Sit in your pants. CPW. You know what I mean? Brilliant.
wow. Jimmy, can I just ask a question? If you are in that
What
match
bed? What?
on Friday, can I have a lollipop?
Yeah, you got to bring the lollipops, man.
I've got the lollipops.
Not a minute yet, so
I know, but if you are, we're not saying, we're just trying to play devil's advocate here, you know what I mean?
well,
Just bring the
the shops are still open, so you can go and purchase your own lollipops.
Yeah, but there ain't no.
I've got some lollies.
Do you know what? It's like there ain't no party like an S-Club party. There ain't no lollipop like a Jimmy's lollipop.
That's. I'm leaving that alone. You got to leave that alone, lads. You can't.
Let's
Well,
move on.
unless you're Lee, of course.
Let's move on. Based on this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, next week's episode is going to involve us having a nice maths lesson because it seems like none of us can count.
A massage?
We're going to do some maths.
Oh, a massage, I thought you said. I thought, God almighty, this is getting better.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said we're having a massage lesson.
Massage lesson.
I thought I'm going to be laying on my table, I'm going to have a massage the lot.
I don't think that's how a massage lesson goes. A massage lesson would be you learn how to massage, not get a
Listen.
massage.
That's what a lesson is.
Just going for a rub and tug. You know what I mean?
Can I just say, Nathan, I will take you for a massage lesson because there's maths involved in it as well. When you go there and go, how much for a happy ending? And she says £15, and you've got to try and count that out when you're drunk.
in his twos and ones. this is Nathan's like massage bag.
Right, let's get it away from this subject before
Right,
you go down the wrong path.
anything else from the YouTube, Aaron?
Yeah, we've got a question from CPW. They want to know if you could choose any female on the CPW roster to be your mixed tag partner, who would you choose?
Is that for all of us or just for Jimmy?
I think it's for Jimmy Vice. No, it's for Jimmy. It says, would Jimmy choose? It is for Jimmy.
And they're a pair of shoes, Jimmy choose.
Jimmy choose. Jimmy choose. Love it. Love it.
That's the name of your tag team.
Jimmy
Literally, I had her name on the tip of my tongue. You guys might be able to help. It was who I beat Fake Jesus and Lucia Lee with. Alfie
Rogue.
Alfie Rogue.
Yeah.
Remember
Well,
Alfie? I couldn't remember the surname. Yeah, Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie Rogue, really good.
Because we're
really
undefeated, so just saying.
You are undefeated.
And we
that's
beat-
a good choice. That's a good choice.
Good. Who would you have, Nathan?
But mine.
Yeah.
Lee is his gimp.
In a dress.
It'd be like when they made Regal. It'd be like when they made Regal come down, wouldn't it?
and they're going to come out to Krista Burr's Lady in Red.
I've seen Brian Pillman in a dress.
That's your fantasy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought he was talking about fantasy then, Dale.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, Nathan. Who would your mixed tag be?
Cat Von Cage.
Very good. Lee?
Surely.
It doesn't matter what you.
What? Jimmy! What? Fuck it! I want him!
Oh,
Oh dear.
I think we got a rivalry for here.
Yeah.
The sweet
Jimmy doesn't fight. Jimmy doesn't fight midgets.
Sells itself. The sweet versus the sexy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Fucking
dear.
hell.
Behave.
You're not a beast or sexy, mate. So which one are you? What are you trying to call yourself here?
Anyway,
sweet versus sour.
Aaron, who's your mixed tag then?
Oh, come on. You got to ask that question.
Well, no, I am.
You asked everyone else a question. So why?
Yeah, go on.
Mine's the only one. Nadia Sapphire.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought you would have gone with the up and coming trainee Naomi on Demand.
I don't want to give Naomi on Demand big head by saying she's really good. I want to keep her grounded. She's now got a name, so I don't want to big her up too much on one show.
She's on
Why
Demand.
no one's mentioned Shorty?
Oh, we did.
Yeah, he did.
Lee did.
I interrupted Lee, so I didn't hear him. Sorry. Who did you say, Lee? Lee, who did you say?
Doesn't matter, mate.
I think what you heard was Lee and the word shorty, and you thought, oh, he's going on about himself again, isn't he?
Yeah, he's always.
Oh, brilliant.
Bastards, honestly.
Lee,
I mean, it's a nice booster seat he's got there, isn't it?
His dog.
Best bit is, Lee, while we're on live, who gave you the name Hornswoggle? Because it wasn't me, was it?
Shut up.
Who was it?
It was my missus.
I thought that was Tiny Tim.
And it was because Lee stood outside of my local pub and he couldn't see into the window.
No, I couldn't. No, you're right.
What's your pub on the second floor?
We just seen like a pet like this.
The guy struggles to look through a letterbox, so I'm not surprised.
I love how this has turned into let's take the piss out of Lee.
I've missed it. I've literally got nearly a whole year of this to catch up on.
Oh God, yeah. That's why Lee's not got a bird cage, because he fell into it last time.
It's not just me. He looks like Dr. Robotnik, and Aaron looks like a smackhead goat. You know what I mean? It's not just me. It's not just me.
Do you like how he didn't say anything about Dale?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And Dale is a lovely guy.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Great ref, yeah. Book me.
Hey, listen, me and Lee are friends. He doesn't like the rest of you.
There's a question here, which is, does Jimmy Vice that he could beat? Does Jimmy Vice believe he could beat the superhero Tornado?
No chance.
Oh, no.
Superheroes aren't real.
Oh, shut up, Nate. Don't say that.
Come on, Jimmy. What do you think?
Well,
Do it blindfolded. No, joking.
well, he's not.
Nathan.
That's what the exceptional answer would be, wouldn't it?
No, not really.
Oh.
I mean, it just
He doesn't
kind of.
believe in himself. Jimmy doesn't believe in himself. Tornado.
Stop interrupting, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, shut up, man.
It's the Nathan show.
I know, yeah. We always say that anyway, Jimmy.
Well, I mean, he's not going to. I'm just trying to think of like a clever pun, but nothing really sort of springs to mind or blows me away enough to sort of kind of go there. So easy. I doubt it'd even last a couple of minutes. Pretty much like most storms.
Okay.
I think he'd blow you out the wind, mate. I mean,
I think he'd spin himself into a frenzy, to be honest.
Here we go. So
I think you will get whipped off your feet.
So we've got Shorty now is online with us. Hello, little Shorty.
Hang on, we're
Shorty's
doing
a bit
tornado
late, but
puns
you know.
here. We're not
Yeah,
going
I
back to tornado puns, thank you.
All right. Just
Hey,
because
listen,
Son at the Edge, just because Son at the Hedgehog beat you, don't get all tasty.
The Hedgehog didn't beat me.
Well, he did, didn't he? He beat you at the end of it, don't he?
You're about. I just got you.
Oh my God!
I Dr. Robotnik.
Well done, Nathan. Well done.
Well,
Nathan's
come on,
woke
on
up.
to Shorty then.
So Shorty, good evening, Shorty.
Shorty.
Yeah. Cog Pro Wrestling wants to know: can you all sing Shorty's theme tune?
I don't even know it.
No.
Is it that Shorty's going to get? Yeah, something like that, isn't it?
Something like that.
I can't sing. And obviously, it's Shorty that sings her own theme tune, and it sounds brilliant. So I don't want to sully that amazing tune with my terrible voice. No.
True.
Yeah, but you've spoke for the last 2.5 hours on here.
Tune, she sings the
I
theme
don't
tune.
have to look at your face with your wannabe Triple H hair, Jimmy. So shut your mouth, sir.
I don't think you're in any position to speak about Triple H's hair, considering you're rocking his latest do.
That's right. And we look good now. We look good, brother.
No.
You've
You
never
look
looked
like
good, mate.
No.
You look like Hermione Granger. Get out.
That's fine. Expelliarmus yourself, you douchebag.
Wow, do you know what? I'm feeling the love here.
I do love you, Jimmy.
I've missed the guy. What can I say?
Little Ride Dog's come back with the first line of "Little Shorty's gonna get ya."
Wait, are you taking the piss out of me again?
How?
No, not telling me. No.
What do you mean? I've got
Oh,
questions for
that's
that.
why you didn't want to sing a theme tune. Oh, get it?
I've got questions for that. How?
What's that?
How is she going to get you? When is she going to get you? Why is she going to get you?
Well,
It
Nathan,
could
if
be-
you know the song, sing it.
I don't know.
Nathan, it could be anywhere. Nathan, it could be anywhere. You could be shopping in Primark, mate.
Get you. How though?
She-
When?
Let's
Anywhere,
face
mate, like
it.
you say.
You're not going to see either of them coming, are you?
That's what got me.
But
Surprise.
she's taller. She's taller than me. Taller than me.
They could be like a Mexican team. They'd be like the Almijitos.
No,
To be fair, Lee could sit on Shorty's shoulders.
Mate,
Nah,
you
mate,
know where you are, yeah, and bang, your ankles are gone. Boom, boom.
Can I just,
You're
Jimmy?
wrong there. You will
Jimmy,
see
can we
one of them coming because you will see Shorty coming because she wears like ultraviolet colours, so you'll see them coming.
Two things. Let's go back. The last time Lee was on somebody's shoulders, he dislocated his arm, his shoulder.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
not
that's
go
your
back down that road. And listen, Shorty's and Nathan, how short are you going to get him, mate? You could be anywhere. You could be like, I don't know, in Primark doing your shopping for your little skimpies that you do, mate. She's going to come out of the hangers, mate, and she's going to take you down, mate. You could be in Tesco's just getting your lube, mate, and boom, she's on top of you, jumping over the top, mate. Shorty will get you when Shorty wants to get you, mate.
Okay,
She don't mess about. She is
that's-
country gangster.
That's when you haven't answered the how and the why.
How?
You-
How's she going to? Why is she going to get you? Because she don't like your fat face. She don't like your moustache. She don't like where you live in. She don't like nothing about you, mate. And how's she going to get you, mate? She's going to get you in a headlock. She's going to give you a running bulldog, mate, and she's going to go, and what?
Mate, did you buy your lube at Tesco?
No,
No, mate.
You finished, Aaron?
Pound that, mate.
Hang
That's
on,
what
but you buy your best clothes from Tesco's.
We're
I'm
all
sorry.
going.
No, that was a kid.
His best lube. Nah. Hey.
The kid.
Let's just go back. Nathan, what do you like doing with me is going to Tesco's to get you your next day off sales shopping, don't you?
Mate, I love a reduced section. What's wrong with
There
reduced
you
section?
go.
bro?
You got to hit the reduced section up, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how she's going to get you. So let's just put that to bed, right?
Right.
In the best way as possible.
Anything else
Shorty,
from- any-
welcome here. We love to see Shorty on here.
Anything else from the YouTube?
We haven't
The
got a lot left, really,
YouTube.
guys.
No, we've literally. So yeah, Martin says bold is beautiful. We wonder why.
That's right, son.
And Martin says no. I'm taking this as to me. Martin says he buys it at Costco's and gets bulk discount. Yes, I do, boy. Yes, I do. Bulk is better. Bulk is better. That's
No,
what I'm going to
you're-
say to that.
No, you're just fat.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
You're fat, Aaron. You're just
Do you-
cuddly.
do you know why Nathan's giving it the big one? It's because he knows he's got his grand's car now, so I don't have to give him a lift. Let's just say your nan's car.
It's all right. It's gonna be my show. It's gonna be my show for now. Give me a lift. So it's all right, Nate.
Yeah,
Oh, Aaron.
What? You want to get on his mobility scooter? Nathan, everything you can throw at me, I'll throw back. Really?
Apart from a good resume.
Oh!
Yeah.
What about wrestling resume? Wrestling resume.
Aaron,
Oh, I
Aaron,
thought about my-
Aaron for that burn. Seriously.
No, not really. No, not really. Because I don't brown my nose my way to the top.
Oh.
Really?
And I don't need Cov Pro Wrestling to get me laid either. Boom.
Oh, really?
Cov Pro
We
Wrestling
going
will,
there?
Cov Pro Wrestling will back me up on that one.
On that note, let's move on.
We going there or what?
Wow.
Was that-
I mean, have we got any more questions for our guests?
Come on, Aaron. YouTube. The
Yeah.
YouTube. Let's go.
The big question is, did I just win that battle? Yes, I
Yes,
did.
I'm not.
Hold on.
Let's go to
No.
the important people. The YouTube.
No, the YouTube has gone quiet. Cov Pro Wrestling's put a laugh out loud, so he knows that I'm right. Thank you very much, Cov Pro Wrestling. We know how you get your cake. But no, it's gone.
Let's turn back. Let's turn back to our Jimmy vibe.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Got anything for Jimmy?
Jimmy,
Yes, Jimmy. How many bottles of shampoo do you take in the shower?
Just the one.
Just
Big
the one. Is it
value pack
Timotei?
bottle of Tresemme.
Oh, man, I was hoping you'd say Timotei.
right,
It's got to be
guys.
Tresemme.
Okay, mate.
First of all, Jimmy, how have you enjoyed tonight?
I've loved it, guys. Really, really have. It's been great. It's been exceptional.
Oh, he had to get that in there, didn't he? Yes.
And obviously,
Yes.
Been great having you here, Jimbo.
and obviously, you know, the rumors have it that you may or may not be on the pay-per-view on Friday. No CPW. Dale can't tell you.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't
Ask this question. Ask Dale.
No,
Dale.
no one can
Dale.
tell you. Like,
Shush, Nathan. Dale, this question's for you. CPW wants to know, can Dale tell us why Nathan can't emotionally attach to anyone, please?
No, Dale can't give you those answers.
Yes, he can.
It's not me.
No, Dale. No, Dale can't
Oh,
give that on.
Dale. Once again, you are
Anyway.
you are like my first girlfriend, mate. I'm just trying to get to first base with you, and you're just batting me back.
Dale, come on. I want to know. Dale. Come on. Because I tried to emotionally connect to
Just
Nathan, and
muted Aaron.
I can't believe you just muted me. You just muted me. Disgusting.
I don't believe he's done that.
Dale, come on. Dale, get one back on him. Come on. I'll give you a lift.
I gave Dale a lift. I drove him the other day. I drove him crazy.
Well, Dale's not going to tell us, so maybe if Cod Pro Wrestling come back with that answer,
No
and then
one
we'll
can
put
give
it
you
on
the
there.
answer because the question is, can anyone tell us why Nathan can't emotionally attach? I've not told anyone why I can't. So how can anyone else give you the answer?
Dale obviously knows.
Dale doesn't know. Dale's just there when we're having the conversation.
I think
Oh,
you've struck a nerve there, Azza.
I reckon Ride Dog has just come back with a quick one. He wants to bring up the fact that he has beaten Nathan as FIFA on FIFA twice.
Yes, he
And
did.
Yes.
Sorry, I read that wrong there. I've had like 3 Guinnesses and some mulled wine.
I will admit,
Good
I would
night, Rydog.
admit, I would admit that Rydog is better than me at FIFA.
Right.
Then
No,
Nathan is
Jimmy Vice.
not.
Sorry, Aaron, go on.
No, I was just going to say, because I've seen you in goal, so anyone's going to beat you at football.
Anything more for Jimmy Voice?
No, there's nothing coming
No,
Jimmy
it's
Vice.
gone really quiet. It's gone very quiet now. Everyone's obviously
Because we
viced
let
out.
Lee speak for too long.
Yeah, we let Lee talk.
Jimmy, Jimmy, I'm
So,
going to
Jimmy, it has been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much, guys. Honestly,
Appreciate you being our guest tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, we want to say a big thank you to the exceptional Jimmy Vice for being our guest. We've had a great time again. We want to thank you all for your questions tonight. And once again, and join us live here for the last nearly 3 hours as we've been talking madness. Time just flies when you're having fun with your friends, don't it? But don't
Do you know
forget,
what? Highlight on my week.
don't forget, the big announcement of tonight was that Xmas Tidings will be taking place on Friday, the 4th of December, on pay-per-view, which you can purchase starting tomorrow from 5 p.m. from Coventry Pro Wrestling website. Don't forget, the stream will start on Friday at 8 p.m. So make sure you get and buy the pay-per-view so you don't miss that show. It will have the prison. It will have the coffin match, which may or may not involve our man Jimmy Vice. It will also feature Will Star, Cat Von Cage, Cleo, Morris. All your regulars will be there on pay-per-view Friday the 4th of December. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Nathan Lewis. I've been joined by my fellow hosts, Lee Simmonds, Aaron Davies, and the one and only Dale Richardson. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Talking Madness. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a good week.
Love you
Thank you, guys. Good
See you
night.
later, guys.